Yeah. Simply ball dropping. What's up, family? K-Sap, we up. Ain't no stopping. I'm simply ball dropping like it's New Year's Eve, making you haters believe I'm the MVP. Ask Mr. V and R&B, they do all sports, whether it's on the field or the court, from the arena to the ring. What? You wanna swing? I rope a dope like the one on this boxing thing. That's a punchline. I'm the greatest of all times. Got something on your mind? Hit us up on the line for that round table talk. Ask B Hunt and Sheena and K-Sap too for their views on our dudes. Marriage Chronicles for you lovers. Oh, I'm married to the game. The championships, the only time I wanna ring. K-Sap, the man behind the mic. Check 1, 2. It ain't a rap until I say it's a rap. Just fall through, pull up, the hottest pod smoking. Yeah, I got you open. This freestyle brought to you by James Ford. Paid promotion. Yeah, simply ball dropping. You know what time it is. Pull up, chop it up with your family, man. K-Sap, what up?
And now, your host of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the man behind the mic, K-Sap.
Yeah, once y'all come in, man, make sure y'all smash the like button for me, man. As soon as you come in, you watching the video, please smash the like button. I see you, Tony. Tony, the first one in the building. I see you. I see you, King Pisces, Nathan. I see you, Ted.
Let me put you on game. These other podcasts out here talking that shit, but ain't repping the same.
What's going on, Donna Cox? I see you.
From politics. Tune in, you gotta watch this. Exclusive material for your radio, stereo, pump it high definition.
Make sure y'all smashing that like button as soon as y'all come up in here. I see you, MR. What's going on?
Somebody pass me a mic, man, I got something to say.
I see you, Nick Darragant. See you, Ted. Simply ball dropping. Chopping up these topics, man, I'm simply ball dropping. Yes, you know who it is, man. It's your favorite host, K-Sap, Simply Ball Dropping Podcast, the man behind the mic. Man, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it. Let's hear it for New York. Tony, I see you. Tony, how you feeling? Let me know how you feeling, Tony. We talked about this yesterday. We talked about it. So let me know how you feeling. I know a lot of people probably watching the Minnesota Lynx and the Connecticut Suns game. You know, we ain't got too many people in the building. Spike Lee is the sixth man. I'm sorry, he does make a difference. Nah, I will put this disclaimer out here today, though. I'm going to put this disclaimer out here today. For anybody that comes in the chat and says that Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu, they getting blocked. They getting blocked. I see you, King Lion. I see you in the building. As soon as y'all come in the building, man, do me a favor. Please smash the like button. Please smash the like button. You know, we only got 28 people in here today. Andrea Edwards, Aces will come back. Now, I think they done, man. I think they done. They came out on fire. They came out of Clark. She came out hitting them threes. But I will put this disclaimer out here one more time for people that's just now coming into the chat. If anybody comes into the chat tonight talking about Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu, they getting blocked. Liberty on a mission. Yeah, Cliff Hill. New York gave him a chance to win. Yeah, Cliff, I'm going to look at it. I look at it in the fourth quarter when they was up 6 and there was a crucial call when Jackie Young did that up and under, was bailed out by the official, and they called a foul and put her at the foul line. Then they got 2 more that I thought that the coach should have challenged, but she never challenged the play. I think that started that momentum shift. But it just goes to show you, man, when you got 2 closers that are capable of closing the game out in Sabrina Ionescu and Brianna Stewart. And you got to give it up to Courtney Vandersloot. She came off the bench, man. She was causing, you know what she was doing, man? She was causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, she was causing confusion. Yeah, I wish the Chicago Sky had a player like Sabrina. Yes, free throws, yeah. And Sabrina, she missed that one free throw, but, you know, she was in there. Nah, Ted, it's going to be hard for the Aces to come back on this one, man. I think the Aces, they got themselves in a dogfight, man. They got themselves in a dogfight, man. And if this was the game that they could get, they could have got the night's game. The way it started to unfold in the fourth quarter, I just thought that, you know, this was a game that they could have stole, but they didn't take advantage of it. And the Liberty walked away with the win, 88-84, hitting their free throws down in crunch time. But hey, I gotta tip my cap to Jacquel Jones, man. Jacquel Jones was balling. She was balling, man. Actually, she was hitting threes, and you know, playoffs are like Euro ball. Listen, B, I hear you, but it was a good game. It got excited toward the end. Andre, man, they can't come back from this one, man. Yeah, Jacquel Jones, man, she surprised me tonight. She was stepping in them threes with confidence, man. She got a nice touch for a big man. Kate Martin is the ex. Now, Courtney Vandersloot, you got to give her credit. She came off the bench and she was causing confusion, man.
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, look, Courtney Vandersloot, man, she came off that bench. St. Maurice Aces coaches was right there to yell at the players for letting the Liberties run. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is that first quarter, you know, the Aces came out on fire from three. Clark was hitting them threes. I thought that Asia Wilson was being too selfish. She was passing up some shots, and then she got going late, but it was too late. But the thing about it is, the New York Liberty was getting to the basket anytime they wanted. They was getting anywhere they wanted. Yeah, Courtney was causing confusion, man. Courtney Vandersloot was causing confusion tonight, man. She had her daily dose of tea. What's going on? Salute, my sister. I see you in the building. But Courtney Vandersloot, she was causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Cause she was disrupting everything, man. And she had that block on Jackie Young, where Jackie Young should have just went straight up on the fast break. She tried to double pump it, and Courtney Vandersloot came from behind and said, "Give me that, give me that, give me that." You know what I'm saying? And that kind of fired the crowd up, man. They had Taretha Weatherspoon was in the house tonight, y'all. New York Liberty legend. She was in the house tonight. I just think that if this was a game that the Aces could have got, they could have got the night's game because they started off hot. They let the New York Liberty go on a run to get back in the game. And then in the fourth quarter, you know, they had a chance to win this game. Yeah, tonight's going to be a slow night, I see, because I think everybody's tuned in watching the other game, the Connecticut Suns and the Minnesota Lynx. So we ain't got that many people in here tonight for some reason. You know what I'm saying? All the people that was coming in here, you know, talking about the Aces going to, you know, get that win. Where they at tonight? You know what I'm saying? Where's Brogad at tonight? Where's he at tonight? Where's all these other people at tonight, man? So it's going to be a slow night. But I got to tip my cap to the New York Liberty. They played defense, man. They was all over the place. Like I said, Courtney Vandersloot, man, you got to give her credit. And, you know, Lainey Hamilton, man, she was all over the place. But the thing about it is, it's the thing about the New York Liberty what we was talking about yesterday. They got a lot of firepower, man. They got a lot of firepower. Brianna Stewart, you know, she had 15 points. She had 8 assists. She was on triple-double watch. She had 15 points, 8 assists, 7 rebounds. And then Jacquel Jones, you know, she didn't get that double-double, but she had 14 and 8. But Sabrina Ionescu, man, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, she was doing it all, man. And like I said, if anybody wants to come in the chat talking about Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu, I don't know what they're looking at, because the debate been going on all year long about Caitlin Clark being the best guard, the best point guard in the WNBA. I don't care what position you put Sabrina Ionescu at, you know, she outshines Caitlin Clark. So we're going to put that to bed right now. Jackie Young had a pretty good night. She started off well. You know what I'm saying? She started off well, but then the percentages kick in. The percentages kick in late that it's going to even out. Yeah, they hiding, Tony. They hiding, but it's all good. I mean, we here. I told you, we ain't going nowhere. We here. Yeah, she did miss a crucial layup. Asia did, because like I said, they didn't get her going early, and like at halftime, like the commentator said, Asia passed up on some shots that she normally takes around the perimeter. She got going late. I mean, she did hit that big bucket, that layup to bring them within one. But after that, man, it's just a fact of the matter that, when you got, women that can shoot free throws, when you get fouled, you go to the line and you clinch it. Sabrina Ionescu made up for, the missed free throw, and she ended it, and then Breanna Stewart hit them 2 at the end. So it was a good game. I mean, the Aces had a chance to pull it off. They had a chance to, get the game that they needed and go back home and ride the wave. But it's gonna be hard for the Aces to come back on this one, man. I just think that New York Liberty are big. They are big, man. We got to tip our cap to the New York Liberty, man. I mean, they big. I mean, Asia Wilson, she did her thing, man. She had 24 points, 7 rebounds. Jackie Young, 17 points. Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young came out firing, her and Clark. Clark started off. She hit that big 3 to tie it up in the fourth quarter. She had 13 points, but she was a minus 11 on the floor. So she was a defensive liability. And one thing we always talk about Jackie Young don't play they get by Jackie Young. Them guards get by Jackie Young anytime they want to get to the cup. They get right by Jackie Young. But Chelsea Gray, she had another great game. She had 14.7 assists. She came out on fire. She was hitting her thing. But the thing about it is they had no bench production. Tiffany Hayes came off the bench, and Tiffany Hayes really kept them in the ball game. She had 10 points off the bench. But as far as the New York Liberty, they had 3 starters in double figures, led by Sabrina Ionescu, and she had the best plus minus of the starters. And then Thornton off the bench, she had a plus 13, and she had 9 points in 16 minutes. So she came in there and impacted the game. But out of the starters, when you had your big 3 and Sabrina Ionescu and Breanna Stewart and Jacquel Jones, 24, 15, and 14 respectively, man, there's nothing you could do about that. We talked about that last night. They just got too much firepower. Yeah, Jackie Young, see, they said she got an injury, but she, they haven't disclosed the injury that she got. So like I always say, man, I'm not gonna throw my rock and hide my hand. Y'all know how I do. I'm here tonight. I don't know where everybody's at, but I'm here tonight. But yeah, it was a great game plan, great coaching. I just think, at one time Becky Hammond called that timeout, man. She got off in to the Aces' asses, man, because they was giving up free passes to the rim. And I felt that the start of the game, even though the Aces was hitting their outside shots, I thought they were settling for too many jumpers. Kelsey Plum, she was in foul trouble early, and she was just, every time somebody got switched off on her, she couldn't foul them. Oh, yeah, Becky Hammond was livid, man. She was off in her 8. That's why she called that timeout, because it was like a walk in the park. Every time they got the ball. And the thing about Jackie Young, I know everybody's saying she got an injury. They don't want to disclose it, but every time Courtney Vandersloot came in the game and got around that corner, beating her and just, causing confusion. And every time that, the thing about Sabrina Ionescu, she got handles. So when the pressure is on her, she knows how to keep her dribble alive. And she don't panic and she don't force bad passes. And that's the difference between some of these guards in the WNBA. When you get up on them and put that pressure on them, they turn the ball over. Sabrina Ionescu got an IQ for the game. See, everybody coming here making excuses. That we can't make excuses for the Aces, man. We can't make excuses, talk about they tired. This is playoff basketball. You either want it or you don't. You win or go home. And they one win away from, going to Cancun. And some of them shots that Sabrina Ionescu hit, them logo threes that everybody thinking that the other girl can hit, Sabrina's on point because she gets her feet set. And they much more of a good shot. Yeah, we ain't making no excuses for nobody. The Aces are the defending champions, and New York ain't having it this year. New York wants to get that chip, man, and, they getting closer and closer. Bob Jones, what you mean, laugh out loud, 50 people watching? You watching, though. I see you watching. It is what it is, man. I don't care if one person's watching, but we still gonna get it off. Yeah, Sabrina's a hell of a passer. Tony Benzino said, I told you New York been consistent all season, unlike the Aces. Again, it was Wilson carrying the team on their back. Wilson, I think Asia Wilson came on late. Sabrina can hit them because expect her to shoot them, but she got range. So this is what I'm saying, Wody Mac. So the people that's going to come in here, that used to come in here and glaze Caitlin Clark and say she was better than Sabrina Ionescu, anybody that comes in the chat that want to say some stupid stuff like that tonight, they getting blocked. Becky said that there is a stat to prove the more Olympians on the team, the less likely they win the cup. Is that what that is, Jasmine? But great game plan by the coach, man. I got to give it to New York Liberty's coach, man. She coached a hell of a game, and she stayed with Courtney Vandersloot for a long time because she was in there causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, Asia wasn't doing nothing earlier. That's why I said Asia was being a little selfish earlier. She was passing the ball around the perimeter because, Clark came out. She came out hot hitting them threes. Also, Chelsea Gray was hitting them threes. But then, they started settling for too many threes. And that took Asia. She was moving the ball where normally she would take some of them mid-range shots to get herself going. She got herself going late, but I just think, when you're battling uphill the whole game, sometimes you just run out of gas. That gas light comes on. And I just think that New York had it down the stretch. They had the momentum. They was at home, and I was telling y'all yesterday, I don't care how many people are in the seat at home, in front of your home crowd, that crowd can get you one game. And that crowd got them over the hump tonight. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. Good game. I expected, I was talking a lot of cash shit yesterday, talking about New York was going to do this, New York was going to do that. I just thought in the weighing balances of it, I thought that, the Aces had a chance to pull this off, man. But, New York stepped up when they had to step up. Sandy B as a championship coach, won the title in 2000. Yes. Rebounding and defense. Exactly. Defense. See, when people start discrediting rebounding and defense, just like WNBA Sky 5 said, then they don't know basketball, because we saw tonight, Courtney Vandersloot came in there defensively and disrupted the game. She was causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
She was in there causing confusion tonight, man. She was up on them guards, man. She was giving, Jackie Young fits trying to get the ball up the court. Jackwell couldn't hit a tween spin and a step back. It's bad basketball according to the Liberty team. Nah, Jackwell Jones, man, she was coming down, stepping into them threes, man, and she wasn't hesitating. But sometimes, they was getting a mismatch and anything like that, yeah. Anybody coming in the chat room trashing Sabrina Ionescu talking about Clark is better than Sabrina's getting blocked tonight. I'm on my laptop tonight. That's what I said. That's what I told him, my sister Noble. It's been all year long. People been coming in here talking about Caitlin Clark is the best guard in the WNBA. Man, not even close, man. Sabrina Ionescu put all them speculations and rumors to bed, man. We seen what type of player Sabrina is, man. Sabrina, she got it in all facets, man. She played good defense too. She had a couple blocks on the backside. She rebounded the ball well, passed the ball well. And the passes, she wasn't forcing none of them passes. That one backdoor cut that Breanna Stewart had on the baseline, and Sabrina got around the corner and dipped it to her for that reverse layup, it was pretty. They're not making no excuses tonight, Lee. They're not making no excuses tonight. It's no excuses to be made. We said it all yesterday. Yeah, we're gonna stay on because I think a lot of people, Cliff, I think a lot of people are watching that Minnesota and Connecticut game. Because the people that was in here talking cash shit yesterday, they know where to be found, man. They throwing rocks and hiding their hand. But it's all good. Yeah, Sabrina, like she mentally, man, she's tough, man. She know what it takes, man. And when the bright lights come on, she don't go hide. When the bright lights go on, she don't go hide. She ain't Gizmo. We got another guard in the NBA I call Gizmo. Hold up. Let me see what Wody Mac's saying. Sabrina, my girl, so I'm a chill, but I know the floor for the other guard is to be a second coming of Sabrina. The other one has more Here we go. Here we go. Wody Mac, you might get blocked, man. Don't come in here glazing. How you going to be glazing Caitlin Clark and you a New York Liberty fan and Sabrina plays on your team, man? Make it make sense, man. Yeah, it's Gizmo Clark. Make it make sense, man. See, that's what it is. A lot of people watching the game right now. Yeah, Tony, man, Wody Mac causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
I can't believe. I can't believe somebody that supports the New York Liberty, so-called said he's a New York Liberty fan, but don't never want to take up for his team, always going to defense for Caitlin Clark. It's sad, man. I started off the show saying, anybody that comes in here telling me that Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu is getting blocked. And look what Wody Mac is doing. I can't believe it. Yeah, Miss MR, you've been here in every live session that Wody Mac's been in and don't really want to talk about his team, the New York Liberty. What has he been doing all year long when he's in the chat or up on the panel? Going to the defense of Caitlin Clark. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying.
They only here to cause confusion.
Like his team is in the playoffs and he still wants to put a comparison up between Sabrina Ionescu and Caitlin Clark. Pitiful, man. It's crazy, MR. MR, you've been here. It's crazy. It's crazy how Wody Mac do, man. It's crazy. Man, Wody Mac, man. Come on, man. I can't even entertain you tonight, Wody. I sometimes, man, you be confusing me, man. I don't know who you really like, man. I think you all over the place, man. You all over the place, man. Y'all see what Wody Mac's trying to do? see what Wody Mac trying to do, man? But it's all good, man. I ain't even tripping, man. I'm going to leave it alone, man. Like, I see Lee. I think he all over the place, man. And he claims that he's a New York Liberty fan, man. I'm not as certain of that. I'm not sure that he is a New York Liberty fan because he hasn't said nothing about how New York Liberty performed tonight by beating the Las Vegas Aces. The first thing he came in here was doing a comparison with Sabrina and the other guard. Man. Man, I've been on record since I've been doing these lives saying New York Liberty was going to win the championship. Damn, it's 36-30 at halftime. Man, that's a dog fest, huh? Defensive slugfest, huh? But from what I saw tonight, man, yeah, we're gonna give Wody Mack the benefit of the doubt. We're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. But from what I saw tonight, New York Liberty, they kind of really almost gave that game away at the end. You know, some questionable calls, like the one on Chelsea Gray, they should have called the jump ball. They didn't call that, so they let the play continue to get the foul. The one on Jackie Young. So it was kind of momentum shift when New York was up 6. It kind of put the Aces at the line for 4 straight free throws, and they cut the lead. So, I mean, other than that, from the first quarter, after that first quarter and the second quarter, when New York went on that run, because what happened was the Aces came out on fire. Clark was hitting them threes. And like I said, Asia really wasn't doing nothing. She was moving the ball, but nobody was really cutting to the basket. Everything was around the perimeter, and they started hitting their three-point shots. You know, Clark opened the game up with them threes, but you got to look on the other end of the floor. New York Liberty was getting to the basket anytime they wanted to. Anytime they wanted to, they was getting to the basket. That's why we saw Becky Hammons call that timeout and got off in their ass. I'm not going to say they locked her up, Jay. I'm not going to say they locked her up. I just thought she was too passive. I mean, she was getting the ball in her sweet spot, and she wasn't taking them shots. She was moving the ball around, and because Clark was hitting them threes early, they started settling for the jumpers. Nothing was going to the rim. They was getting nothing to the basket. Everything that they hit in the first quarter was a jump shot, and they was going in. But as the game weighed on, then percentages kicked in, and them shots stopped falling. So then Asia had to get it going, but I just thought she got it going too late. When you playing an uphill battle, even though Asia brought the game within 1 on that layup, and then Clark, tied it up with the 3. But I just think that, the momentum was still with New York because New York was at home. They had a little crowd support, and, people got into it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She didn't really, do nothing in the first half. I'm not going to say she was locked up. I just think she was being too passive, being too selfish. Too selfish. I noticed the Liberty were dry. Yeah, Kelsey Plum got in early foul trouble, man. She had 2 quick fouls, but she said she was all right, and it kept her in the game. So when she got the mismatch down on the post, she was giving up easy layups because she didn't want to foul. That's on Becky Hammons. Becky Hammons should have took her out the game. But I think the difference in the game tonight was Courtney Vandersloot. She came in there caused.
They only here to cause confusion.
She came in and caused confusion. So, whatever happened, in the locker room at halftime, because the Aces, they came out and they made it a game. They made it a game. Hey, shout out to my man MR, always supporting the channel with the $3 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
Appreciate that, MR. Always supporting the channel, man. I do appreciate you, man. Yeah, Vandersloot was balling. Like I said, she was. Hey, Jay Burns, Vandersloot was out there like this.
They only here to cause confusion.
Yeah, she was causing confusion. She was out there. She was disrupting everything. She Courtney Vandersloot, the old Wally veteran, remind me of Matthew Dellavedova. She just was out there in the way. She was in the way. Brian, what you talking about? One takes is you don't believe in free speech. If you block people for disregarding with you any chance we can concentrate on the game, the Liberty are a team that play for each other. Brian, I think this is your first time ever being in the chat, so you don't know what's going on. I think you lost in the sauce when I made that comment, man. So it's all right for you to say believe in free speech if you block somebody. That's something that, you know, we've been doing on these lives, and you wouldn't understand because I think this is your first time ever being in here. This is the first time I ever seen you. Yeah, it was a hell of a game, man. You know, I got to tip my cap to the New York Liberty, man. I mean, I thought they was gonna let this slip away, but they still had momentum. As much as the Aces kept grinding, New York still had momentum of that game and everything. But I just felt like your MVP, man, I think she should have did a little bit more to set her tone, because in that first half, I think Jacquel Jones was letting her have it. Jacquel Jones was letting her have it. What happened? Payback, revenge, more hungrier defense and rebounds win championships. Guard play for the Aces just not up to par this season. I'm not going to say the guard play is not up to par. The guards came out and they tried to establish themselves by hitting their, you know, 3-point shots, their jump shots, but that's all they was doing. They wasn't getting no penetration to the cup, man. And the thing about it is with Jacquel Jones, if y'all notice, they try to get Jacquel Jones in the pick and roll, but she would never go out to guard the guard. She would always stay in the paint. So she was the rim protector. So they had to shoot the threes. She wasn't giving nothing up on the inside easy. I'm going fishing tomorrow. You going? What you mean, Michael? Why are you going fishing tomorrow? What'd you say, Jasmine Ball? If they sweep the Aces, it's going to destroy their spirit. Why you say that, Jasmine? Why you think it's going to destroy their spirit? Why do you think it's going to destroy their spirit? It was just a hell of a game, man. I mean, you know, New York's up 2. And that's all, you know, it is what it is, man. We told y'all this yesterday. Nobody wanted to believe us. Nobody wanted to, you know, buy into what we were selling. Y'all thought we were selling wolf tickets, but we told you what was going to happen. I don't know where Bro Gad is. You know, this is what happens, man, when you're having an off week and you know, everybody's going at you. This is how people respond, man. But y'all know I'm here every night. You know, I take the lashing. Built Hands On said, Plum normally steps up, but this game she didn't. I think Asia wanted to get her team going. Nah, you the MVP. You the MVP. You got to go out there and take it. You got to go out there and take it. Shout out to MR for the $5 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
He said Vandersloot is the only guard in WNBA history to average a double-double in points assists for a season. Yeah, hey, Vandersloot, man, you got to tip your cap to Vandersloot, man. She was all over the place. She was harassing people, man. She was causing confusion. You know, sometimes when she wasn't even supposed to be part of the play, she had her little body and everything, hustling up and down the court. And, you know, she was getting back on defense, transition, you know, stopping the transition buckets from the Las Vegas Aces. The thing about it is that one play was critical. If you go look at it, they had a fast break. Jackie Young had a wide open layup. I don't know why she double clutched. Courtney Vandersloot, 5'8", came out of nowhere. Boom, get it out of here. I think they giving her 5'8" generously. I don't think she's 5'8". Hey, K-Sap, what would be the key for the Ace? Man, the key to get the Aces off at home, you got Asia Wilson got to come out. Asia Wilson got to set the tone. They only going to go as far as Asia Wilson take them. They got to follow their leader. If Asia Wilson comes out being passive, that's how the team going to respond. If Asia Wilson gets involved early and sets the tone and everybody else comes along, that's a recipe for success in the winning. But if she plays like she played today in the first quarter and early in the second quarter, going into halftime, and then trying to pick it up in the fourth quarter, they're getting swept. K-Sab, you think social media got in Asia head tonight? They were dragging her off. Nah, Asia Wilson, she got tough skin, man. I don't think that bothered her. I just think the fact that, you know, it's pressure now. You got to go out there and perform. I just don't think she performed like the MVP should perform. Everybody was in the chat yesterday talking about she's the MVP. Now the MVP got to step up. The MVP got to bring it home, man. You know what I'm saying? The MVP got to bring it home. She got to set the tone. This team got to rally around Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson got to be the tone setter. She got to come out. If she comes out and be passive the way she did to start the game, they going home, man. They going home. You said she was sleepwalking. But I mean, the Aces still got a chance, man. They got to take it one game at a time, but they got to get this game, because if they don't get this game, they in Cancun. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. Nah, Candace Parker not walking in that door no time soon. She not walking in that door no time soon, so she can't help them. Someone decided to make Asia viral today. Come on, y'all. It ain't getting Asia head, man. Asia's a 3-time MVP, man. Two-time champion, man. She's been a champion on all levels, man. That stuff don't bother her. She know what her game brings to the table. So I can't use that excuse that social media got in her head. Nah, we can't. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, man. Asia just was being passive. I don't know why she was being passive. I understand that she was trying to get her team going, but shooting all them threes, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. Then percentages going to kick in. Clark started off hot, but late in the game, the percentages kicked in. Yeah, Sabrina, that's what I'm saying. Sabrina showed me some things tonight, man. Even on that one foul they called on Jacquel Jones, I didn't think that was a moving screen. I think she was set. I think Tiffany Hayes, she acted, and Sabrina hit that logo 3 from there, but it didn't count. I was like, oh, butter. Like, she plays very consistent on what she does. She don't take no bad shots. She just don't come down forcing up shots. There's a couple times that she came down court where she could have pulled the 3, but she got them in their offensive sets because they know that they was going down in the paint and they was killing them. What'd you say, Tony? But they need to play exactly like tonight so we can take. You talking about New York needs to play? Nah, New York got some things they need to clean up, man. They got some things they need to clean up. They got some things to clean up. Yeah, the refs. I think in the fourth quarter, man, they tried to make it a game. They tried to keep the Aces around in the fourth quarter, man, because it was sometimes that one on Chelsea Gray. That was a jump ball, man. She should have never been at the foul line shooting. And then they bailed Jackie Young out on the up and under. She never got fouled. They put her at the foul line. They bailed her out late in the shot clock, and I think that's the momentum that the Aces needed to get back in the game, because you stopping the clock and you get 4 free throws just like that. But you got to tip your cap to Clark, man. She came out gangbusters, hitting them threes. And then she hit that late 3 to tie it up. But you just saw the New York Liberty never panicked. They never panicked, man. And Chelsea Gray, man, that was a bad pass, inbound pass to Kelsey Plum, man. Bad inbound pass. You got everybody converted and you throw the ball down at her feet. That was just a bad pass, man. That was a bad pass. And then it went off Kelsey Plum's shoulder. That was just a bad pass right there. Yeah, New York, man. We got to give it up to New York, man. The point guard been looking. Jay Burns, she started off pretty good tonight, man. She was hitting her shot. She had a little bounce to her step. She had a little pep in her step, man, but it got late, man. She just, started doing some uncharacteristic things, man. Just like the inbound pass when they was down 2 with 10 seconds left. That was crucial right there, because just say she gets that ball in bounds, man, and they go down and score. Now, the Liberty got to call timeout, and they got to set up a play to either win it or go into overtime. So, that's crucial right there. That was a bad turnover. She threw the ball right down at Plum's feet. Plum never had a chance to, get the ball. Never had a chance to get the ball. And it was unfortunate, man, that Kia Burks, man. When her and Jacquel Jones was going for the ball and they bumped heads, man. I didn't think it looked that serious. But when they showed it, like I think she might have hit her temple because, you know, she was back in the back, man. They was testing her for a concussion. So prayers up to her. Hopefully she's all right. hopefully she can go for game 3. But, you know, they got nothing off the bench, man. They got nothing off the bench for they got nothing off the bench, man. You know, they got nothing off the bench, man. Aces got nothing off. They got 10 points from Tiffany Hayes. She the one that kept them in the game. But you got to give it to New York Liberty, man. 21 points off the bench. Man, I take that. And they only went 8 deep tonight. Sabali didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Sherrod Davis or Dokic, they didn't play. Coach's decision. You know, the coach only went 3 deep. So, you know, you got to tip your cap, man. They hit the free throws. They was 13 to 16 from the foul line, 81%. They was 9 to 29 from 3-point range, 31%. But overall field goal percentage, they was 49.3%. So that's pretty good. And then I look at the Aces, they shot 12 of 27 from 3-point range. They was 44%. So, I mean, when you shooting a high clip at 3-point range, man, you know, you got a chance to win the game. You know, Jay Burns, I don't know why they don't hit the like button, but it's all good though. I ain't even tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here providing this good content, man, and don't nobody want to hit the like button. It is what it is. Daily Dose of Tea. I see you grinding, Daily Dose of Tea, man. I saw some of your videos. You grinding. I see you putting it together. I see you getting you in your bag. You grinding. So y'all make sure y'all follow the Daily Dose of Tea, Trending Hot Topics. She's doing a great job, you know, doing some of this WNBA content. So y'all make sure y'all following her. Tony Benzino agree. Everybody got to come to the party. Also, head coach has to make adjustments. I think she puts Asia at the 4 and puts Megan at center to get. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Hey, do your thing, Jay, man. Appreciate you showing up, man. I know everybody's watching that game. I should have just went on and set the live to come on after the other game, but you know, I can't be here all night tonight, man. Appreciate you, Brandon. Tell them hit them super chats, man. Appreciate you, Brandon, for the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Y'all heard what Brandon Sleep said, man. If y'all support the channel, man, hit them super chats, man. Hit them super chats, man. Appreciate that, Brandon. That's why a lot of people always come in here and say, man, you're not reading my comments, man. Hey, if you're not donating to the channel, man, I can't read everybody's comments. If your comment is that important, man, I'll put it up on the screen, on the big screen. At the end of the day, New York was prepared again tonight. The Aces had too many chances to win, but New York was more hungry. I don't think they was more hungrier, Tony. I just think they kept their composure. They kept their composure because they could have let the game slip away, but they kept their composure. When you got two players like Sabrina and Brianna, they kept their composure and they ended the game the way they were supposed to end the game. So that's all that was. But yeah. Asia is the leader. Yeah, she's the leader, and they only go as far as the leader going to take them. I see that. Minnesota Vikings. Y'all see it? But hey, it was a good game. When's game 3? Not tomorrow. Game 3 is what, Friday? Thursday? When's game 3? Y'all let me know when game 3 is. What's up, Marquise Duncan? I see you in the house. I see you, Brooklyn. Yeah, we got a lot of people, man, that, you know, ain't showed up tonight, Brooklyn. I don't know where they at tonight, man. You know, I guess, you know, we came in here and we caused confusion again, man, when
They only here to cause confusion.
Talk about the New York Liberty. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if it don't fit their narrative, they ain't going to tune in. Yeah. I think y'all done ran Wody Mack out. I don't know what happened. Oh, it's Friday, Jasmine. Appreciate you. Game 3 is Friday. Yeah, okay. Jasmine, you said the game is Friday. Gotcha. K-Sap, I think it would be great if the Sky could convince Vandersloot to come. Nah. Oh, man, look, I don't even want to talk about the Sky right now, man. I don't even want to talk about him. I know Teresa Weatherspoon, the New York legend, was in the house tonight. They gave her a standing ovation, man, but I don't even want to talk about them right now. They got a lot of things they got to fix, man. Yeah, so Friday, man, so back off and popping Friday. But I just think that New York, man, New York got it, man. New York is just, man. New York just, I mean, and crazy, New York didn't even play New York, to me, didn't even play their best ball tonight. They held on to that game. They held on. Exactly, Tony. They got to fix in-house before they even start. They got to fix in-house. They got to get themselves a coach in place, and then they got to clean up all the other bullshit. And then we can talk about the Sky. Yeah, she was in the house tonight, MR. She was in the house tonight. Yeah, but they got to clean it up, man. I mean, there's too many things that are swirling around on the internet, man, and I don't like it. But we can turn the page, man. I know we was talking about the New York Liberty, but I know y'all saw that cryptic tweet by Kelsey Mitchell. And like I've been saying all the time when we talking about Kelsey Mitchell, woo, I don't think Kelsey Mitchell's staying in Indiana. Yeah. Tim Johnson said, Jasmine Ball, the problem is in what Asia was insinuating is that the white players are privileged and their skills is secondary as why they're successful. That is disingenuous. Yeah, Marquise, man. Yeah, go check out your Indiana Fever team, man. Go check on that news, man, and then report back. Yeah. Go look at the cryptic tweet that Kelsey Mitchell posted. Then all you gotta do is look at the content creators that carry the Indiana Fever. They talking about it. I really want the Aces to win, but I'd be happy to see the Liberty get their first chip after all these years. I mean, if the Aces come back out of this 0-2 hole, man, I'll be shocked. But said she going, if the Fever wanted her, they would have signed her immediately. Yeah, just look at the cryptic tweet, man. She getting up out of there, man. It's too much. Like we talk about the Chicago Sky's front office and what's going on in the locker room and things behind closed doors. It might be some things behind closed doors in the Indiana Fever locker room too that people don't want to talk about. Because these front offices, man, it's a lot of mess. Players get disgruntled and they want to leave. And I just take it for a prime example. Look what Devontae Adams in the NFL doing with the Raiders. He wants out. Facts at KSAT, both games, they didn't play their best, just more composed. Yeah, exactly. They didn't play their best. They were just more composed, man. Tim KSAP, greetings from Germany. I sub since, hey, appreciate you, Tim Johnson. All the way from Germany, man. I appreciate you. What, you in the military? You in the military, Tim? What you say, King Pisces, Nathan? Well, at least we still have the Chicago Bulls. It's a new season. Yeah, it is a new season, man. Fever got too much drama with Smith and Mitchell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to address that. And, if we're really talking about it, we can talk about it. They really ain't even put that fire out yet. What's going on with, Alyssa Smith or Kelsey Mitchell, man. Like I said, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. And see, it's bad timing because all this stuff is coming out after the season's over. And I told you guys, I just look this way. I'm smarter than the average bear, man. When I told y'all about that press conference leading into the playoffs that the Indiana Fevers did when they had all three of them talking about there's no problem with Caitlin Clark, there's no problem in our locker room. They was put up to say that. Their PR team made them address that. That's all that was. Shout out to Marquise Duncan for the $5 super sticker.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Oh, okay, Tim. Hey, salute. Oh, you said your wife is German. Okay. Much respect, man. But yeah, I just think the bad timing of all this stuff that they waited to the end of the season for it to come out, I just think it was bad timing. That's just like the Sky situation. Just bad timing for Dana Evans and Isabel Harrison to address things that they addressed. Bad timing. So it looks bad on the coach. So then also, you talk about the Smith situation and with the Fever. Now you talk about the cryptic tweet that Kelsey Mitchell put out. That's what I'm saying. So I just think everything that they said leading into the playoffs, that was just getting in preparation for the playoffs. That's all that was. They was forced to come out and say that. They didn't say that on their own recognizance. They didn't say that. It was a PR stunt. That's all that was. PR stunt. Sometimes, man, y'all take some of this stuff, man, and y'all be like, it's BS. Nah, they ain't doing this, man. But if you really look at it and you really study it the way I study it, man, you'll see the underlying messages in that. You'll see the underlying messages in that. And that's what's happened. Now you got two organizations that got two highly coveted rookies that the organization is kind of dysfunctional right now. That's what I'm saying, MR. And when you start doing that, stuff starts trickling downhill, man. Stuff starts going downhill. And, ownership gets a hold of that. They'll look at the coach and be like, hey, you can't control your players. Maybe we need to get somebody else in that's going to be a more stern and get these players to act right. Because, when you come out and say stuff like that, that destroys your locker room, man. That destroys your trust, man. That goes against all the values and all the culture that your coaches came in and has instilled in these players. And they go against the grain. But it's going to be interesting, man, in the offseason, see what happens, man. But the playoffs is jumping, man. What's the score of the Minnesota and the Connecticut game, man? What's the score? Somebody tell me what that score is. Either way, the Fever are professional, and they've carried themselves well for all they have going through this year. Yeah, I'll give you that, Jasmine. I'll give you that. And that's why I said that the players that came out and said what they said, the Lynx got the lead. Uh-oh. I'll give you that, Jasmine. I'll give you that. But it's the timing of everything, man. And certain things, man, like, you know the difference. You see the difference in what the Fever players did and the difference of what the Sky players did. The Fever players said our locker room is good. We like Caitlin Clark. There's no confusion in the locker room. Now you see what the Sky did. Oh, it's this, it's that. Izzy can attest to this and all that. Yeah. It's funny you say that, K-Sap, because Chrissy Shire still has a job and Spoon doesn't. When you're not the right hue, you don't have job security. Yeah, I mean, that's a true statement, man. That's a true statement, man. But like I said, man, right now I think that's water under the bridge, man. People still talking about it because people are still pissed off. And you heard what Becky Hammond said about the whole situation with Chicago and Teaspoon. We could have talked about that. But, yeah, we could have talked about that. Man, that game, so it's only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game? Wow. That game going quick. Oh yeah, she everywhere. Angel everywhere, man. She got a lot of things, man, that she just got a woo side with. Oh, it's third quarter. Okay. She got a lot of things that she just chilling, man. She all over the place. She was down there at the Ravens game, man. Yeah. Down there with Marvin Humphreys. Down there with the Olympic gold medalists that are from the crib. Yeah. Tony was the first one in here, man. She's standing on business. She's looking for Brogad. She's looking for Brogad so she can go down his neck again. But Brooklyn, I don't know if you was here earlier, man. Your boy Wody Mack, man, he's something different, man. Wody Mack is something different. Brooklyn, I started off the show giving Sabrina Ionescu her props, right? And I said, if anybody comes in the chat tonight telling me that Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu, they getting blocked. Wody Mack did not come in here saying anything about his New York Liberty. He came in here comparing Caitlin Clark to Sabrina Ionescu. It was crazy. It was crazy. He did not say nothing about his team got a great victory. His team beat the Aces like we said they was going to do. He said nothing. He said nothing. He got into the defense of Caitlin Clark. It's crazy. Go back and watch the replay. Minnesota winning, okay. What'd you say, Tony? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Laugh out loud. Daily Dose of Tea said Minnesota's winning. Brandon said Fever has a new president. Owner sees what he has with Caitlin, and he ain't fucking around anymore. Expect big changes this offseason. Yeah, Wody Mack, I don't know what he did. He just came in here, man. It was crazy. ATB's Wody, the Caitlin Clark cake, just flapping the wind. Nah, y'all should have heard Wody Mack when he came in here, man. If y'all go back and rewind the chat, man, you'll see it. Like, he didn't come in here praising his team, you know, had the pom-poms on or nothing. He come in here talking about, I can't even find it, man. Hey, 58-45, Lynx lead, it's a wrap. 1-1. It's going to be 1-1. But, yeah. Wody Mack. I don't know where Wody Mack be at, man. I really don't. I don't know. I don't even know if he a New York Liberty fan, man. I really don't. All I know is how he talks about Caitlin Clark. That's all I know. Shamar James, that's a fact. Salute. What's up? What's up, Lamont? We back tonight, man. Ain't don't nobody want to participate tonight, Lamont. They all over the place. I think they all caught up into the Minnesota and Connecticut game. We appreciate you coming back. Oh, you said you were just in the Fever Twitter space for 3 hours. See, I don't know how them Twitter spaces work, man. That's something that you got to show me, because New York Liberty won. New York Liberty beat them 88-84, man. Sabrina Ionescu, man, she straight out was different tonight. Straight out different. Oh, it's 12. They cut it to 12? Yeah. Mitchell will be back. She's in her contract year. January, open up negotiations for the MAC. I was just telling some Fever fans why Angel Reese is better than Caitlin. Like I said, I don't know how them Twitter spaces work to get off in there. So, you know. Liberty are a super team, though. I ain't going to say they're a super team, Lamont, man. I just think they on a mission this year, man. You know, they getting tired of getting beat by the Aces. I just think they, you know, right now they got more firepower than the Aces. When you say Asia getting treated like LeBron, what you mean by that? I just thought Asia Wilson came out. She was too passive today. She got started in the fourth quarter, but it was too late. Like, she didn't come out and assert her dominance early. I mean, she let the guards, Clark and Chelsea Gray, they was hitting all outside shots. They had nothing to the perimeter. Everything was on the perimeter. They had nothing inside. Everything was a jump shot. And on the other end, New York was getting to the basket anytime they wanted. They got Kelsey Plum in foul trouble early. She had 2 quick fouls early in the first quarter. She told Becky Hammond she was all right to stay in the game, but every time she got a mismatch down below, she would just let them score because she didn't want to foul. She was just giving up too much. You said aces are getting too old. Yeah, because but the thing about it is, Lamont, they let Courtney Vandersloot come off the bench. They let Courtney Vandersloot come off the bench for the New York Liberty, causing confusion. The old Wally veteran was all over the place, man. She was out there blocking shots, man. She was harassing people on the defensive side of the ball. She reminded me of Della Dova. She was just all over the place, man. And she was contributing. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what Courtney Vandersloot did tonight, man, and, generously they giving her 5'8". But I don't think she's 5'8". I really don't even think she's 5'8", man. She came off the bench. She had 12 points off the bench, man. She had 4 rebounds. She had 2 steals, 1 block. She only had 1 turnover, man, and that was off the bench, man. She came in, she played 20 minutes, and she had 12 points. And actually, the coach was going to her down the stretch. What's up, L? What's going on, L? Yeah, Courtney Vandersloot, she caused confusion tonight, man. She was all over the place, man. But what Sabrina Ionescu did tonight, man, she was a flat-out baller. She just took matters in her own hand, man. When the game got close in the weigh and balance, Sabrina said, give me the ball, let me do what I got to do. She had 24 points. She had 9 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? She had 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. She only had 2 turnovers. But the thing about it is she shot 50% from the field. She was 3 or 8 from three-point range, and she was 3 or 4 from the foul line. Her and Breanna Stewart closed the game off when Clark from the Aces hit the 3 to tie the game with like 2 minutes left. And then after that, it was all Sabrina. Sabrina's like, give me the ball. They got to foul me, put me on the foul line. I'll score. Sabrina with the pull-up. She had the pull-up jumper. She had the floater and everything. But I got to if I was the coach, I'm giving the game ball to Courtney Vandersloot. She came in there and she made a difference, man. She made a difference. Shout out to L for the $5 super sticker.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Yeah, she came in there. Lamont, she was disruptive tonight. She was causing confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
And she did a hell of she D'd up Jackie Young because Jackie Young got, she was hitting that tray ball. Jackie Young, she was on fire tonight. And then Vandersloot came in and said, look, let me shut that water off. Because Jackie Young and Clark got off early. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is Jackie Young, she had 17 points, but she was 4 or 8 from three-point range. And Clark also, she was 3 or 7. She started off the game with 2 back-to-back threes. And Asia was being passive on the perimeter, and they were settling for all jump shots. They had nothing going to the basket, and New York was getting to the basket anytime they wanted to get to the basket. So in the midst of that, Becky Hammond called a timeout, and she lit off in the Aces' ass because it was just like a walk in the park. Like they was getting to the basket anytime they want. Jacquel Jones was down there. At first, Jacquel Jones was down there abusing Asia Wilson. Y'all got to call it like it is. She was taking Asia Wilson to school down there. And then, Jacquel Jones got into foul trouble, but, the coach kept her on the floor. Mandel Sports said Hayes was able to get dribble penetration in the fourth and make a couple of plays. Gray can't really do that right now, and she can't stop the drive on defense. That's a huge problem. But also, as good as Jackie Young is offensively, her defense is flawed too. Because she was letting Courtney Vandersloot get around her every time going to the basket. Even on that one drive that Courtney Vandersloot went to the basket, they passed it around. found Sabrina Ionescu in the corner for the three late in the second quarter. That was key. She saw one go down, so she started letting them loose. And then it was a time that Sabrina come down. And the thing I like about Sabrina got control with her dribble. She got that. If it's not there, she don't pick her dribble up. She just does the retreat dribble and backs up, and she gets right back in her set. So she can handle the pressure, right? So the thing about it is, her and Breanna Stewart, they was trying to do that pick and roll handoff, around the perimeter. And she, they was going over the screen, staying attached to her, but she still was handling that ball and still getting to her spots. Sometimes she got around the corner for some tough layups. She had the floaters off the glass. She had the 3-ball working tonight. She was hitting her foul shots. So I just think, in a sense that, Kelsey Plum, she was in foul trouble early and, she wanted to stay on the court, but she was a liability because every time she got switched off on, they was throwing the ball and she couldn't foul. She was just giving up easy layups. Easy layups. What's the score of that Minnesota and what's name game? What's say no tinfoil hats? I watched the whole season. Teaspoon didn't do anything that we know of to lose her job. And if Chrissy Sides was dealing with the same issues in her locker room, what's the difference? Yeah. Hey, shout out to Tony Benzino for the $5 super sticker.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Okay, the link's up. L said, I know we're talking about the game, but I was smiling and crying at the same time seeing T. Yeah, she's a New York legend. She's a New York legend. Oh, 64-51. That game's a wrap. After that game, they'll start falling into the chat. Bro Gad will be around here. He locked in trying to get his mind off of, the bad week and the last week that he had. So he'll get it together. But I just think, man, tonight's game, man, that show in New York, to me personally, I don't think they played their best game and they still came out with the victory. And I was telling people yesterday, in a sense like that, I don't care how many people are in your stands, but that home crowd, whoever's there, they can get you over the hump, man. And I just think, at the end of the game, it paid big dividends, man. Even on trying to get the ball inbounds, and Chelsea Gray threw the ball off a Plum's shoulder. That was a bad pass by the veteran. She threw it right at her feet as her momentum was coming forward. You don't do that. She already had old girl on her back. All she had to do was throw it right into her chest and able to call the foul on old girl. But bad pass, and we're here now. The Aces are down 0-2. They got a hole to climb out of, but a lot of people saying don't stick the fork in the Aces yet. But it is what it is. New ownership for the Sparks wants to hire their own coach. Yeah. Your example doesn't make sense, but because Kurt Miller, hold on. Your example doesn't make sense because Kurt Miller didn't have the same issues Teaspoon and Chrissy Sides did. I don't see your point, Burns. Who's that? Jay Burns trying to cause confusion? Political Little at Roger Brown. The Sky only have 2 candidates for the job. First one turned it down, and they left Teaspoon. They lied to her about expectations is all. They were desperate. Hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. The Sky has a bright future, Jasmine, as long as the management doesn't get in their own way. Yeah, I mean, management, man, it all starts in upper management, man. Depends on who they bring on board, man. Depends on who they bring on board. This could be a good thing for the Aces. It's time to see what the champions are made of because the Aces have not been battle-tested in any series. But I think going home, man, that home crowd is going to be ready, and that could make a difference, but we're going to see. 66-51 link lead. That game is a wrap. Stick a fork in Connecticut. That series is 1-1. Rajon Troy, the Sky manager, it's historically trash. We know that. But hey, it is what it is, man. So what y'all think the adjustments that the Aces can make, man, to potentially, keep the series going? What adjustments y'all think they need to make? Uh-oh. 10-point lead. They cutting it down. So, for the people that just came in the chat, man, I want to go ahead and say this. I don't know if anybody has paid attention to the cryptic tweet that Kelsey Mitchell put out. Did y'all see that, Mitchell? Don't nobody want to talk about that, do they? Don't nobody want to talk about that. What'd you say, Christopher? No adjustments needed? I only think New York played the best game, though. I mean, New York got a lot of things they need to clean up. Plum got in foul trouble. That affected her game, man. She got in foul trouble. And Becky Hammond should have took her out of the game early, because that's when the floodgates opened and they was getting into the paint anytime they wanted, and she couldn't foul. You might be right, Mike. They might need to bring Kelsey off the bench. But has anybody heard the word on was it Kia Stokes that, went to the locker room? She's in concussion protocol. When she hit heads with Jackwell Jones. Was that Stokes? It didn't look like it was Patricia Body. You saw the tweet? Yeah. Yeah, we know that, Jasmine. She's been going through a lot. She addressed that. She's been going through a lot. Yeah, she's grieving. So Jasmine, so you're basically saying that Kelsey Mitchell is really speaking off of emotions. Yeah, Stokes hit heads with Jackwell Jones, and that was in the second half. I mean, I think it was the third quarter or the second quarter, and she had to go to the locker room, so she was out. She was in concussion protocol. So hopefully, I don't know why they're not playing Megan. She got a healthy DMP. Yeah, Stokes is going. Yeah. But, you got to look at it. The Las Vegas Aces, they only went 8 deep. And they only got 10 points off the bench, man. And that was Tiffany Hayes. Tiffany Hayes, in that fourth quarter, she basically kept the Aces afloat. Some of her shots, and like the rebound on the missed free throw, the tip to Asia Wilson for the score, like she was making basketball plays. She kept the Aces in the game. And Breanna Stewart really didn't have a Breanna Stewart type game. She had 15 points, 8 rebounds. 8 assists, 7 rebounds. She was on triple-double watch, but it was all about Sabrina. Sabrina had the best plus-minus out of the starters. But Kia Thornton came off the bench. She was a plus 13. She was out there playing good defense too. Yeah, so the way I looked at it tonight, I don't think Asia Wilson was a good defensive matchup for Jackwell Jones early in the game, because Jackwell Jones was giving her the business. And the thing about Jackwell Jones is, man, she started shooting that 3 ball, and Asia had to respect that. Had to respect that. Because Jackwell Jones, she got herself in foul trouble too, but she was out there. She controlled her foul. She had 4 fouls. Yeah, Stewie didn't have a Stewie game tonight. Sabrina took that game over. But she got help though. Because Courtney Vandersloot, she was out there causing confusion. Yeah, prayers up to Kelsey Mitchell's dad. We all know that's well documented that, he passed away early before the season, and she talked about it. She was grieving. She said she played through a lot. She played through a heavy heart. But that's why I think it's just one of them situations where, she just might want to get out of Indiana, man. And the thing about it is, New York didn't even play their best ball. They didn't even play their best ball. Let me go ahead and drop the link, man, for anybody that want to come up, man. I'm going to drop the link. We're going to see who want to come up. I'm going to drop the link. Let's see what we got popping tonight. See if we can get Wody Mack to return, man, so we can cook him. The link is in the chat, man, for anybody that want to come up. Daily Dose of Tea, go ahead and hit the link. L, hit the link. Political Little, hit the link. What's going on, Tony?
I'm just waiting on Bro Claude, man. Where he at?
Man, I don't know where they at tonight.
Why they hiding, man?
I don't know why they hiding, man. You ran them off last night, man. You ran them off.
After all that big talk.
Yeah, I mean, hey, let me ask you a serious question though, Tony. How do you think New York looked tonight?
They could have done better. They could have done better. There's certain things that they're gonna have to clean up, right? Because they almost lost that game. At one point, they almost lost that game. But the only thing I like about them is that they were consistent. I'm not a basketball person, so I can't give you the X's and O's and the jargons, right? But they were consistent. They were hungrier than Aces. They were going for the ball. Sabrina, she was on the floor getting the ball and doing all sort of stuff. Vandersloot, she was their nightmare. She was the Aces' nightmare.
She gets the game ball.
She was blocking all of the block after block. I was like, oh my goodness.
She was all over the place, man. They giving her a generous 5'8".
Man, she was playing like she was 6'1".
About 6'1". She was all over the place.
She was playing like she was
confusion.
6'1", because I did not think she was going to block that ball. And when I saw her block, I said, oh, no.
Yeah. But I blame that on Jackie Young. Jackie Young should have never pump fake. She should have just went straight up. When she did the double clutch,
she would have got it. But I don't know. Aces to me, they at one point they look sluggish, like they're not into it. It's a serious thing when Becky has to call a timeout.
But she got her ass,
and she had to get into what, right?
Yeah, she got all up in them.
And even after then, they still were doing the same thing. It was like, didn't your coach just get into you a while ago, and you still doing the same thing? Come on now. Then I don't know. Maybe they need to go back to LA and have the fans then pump them up, because I know Asia is good, but we can't sit here and say Asia got to lead. If Asia not moving like how she usually is, somebody else on the team got to step up and play.
But they only follow her lead, and if you
that's
look at
the problem, that's their problem.
I know, but that's in all sports.
Problem. Even though as a New York Liberty fan, I love it, I treasure it, but the problem is you cannot keep depending on Asia to take the game and put on her back and keep going. What is wrong with that? Where everybody else at?
But let me say this, Tony. But who's going to come off the bench to spark it, right? You know,
They
people
got
always
they
come off
got
the bench.
players. They
I
got
know,
players.
but I'm
Hayes,
saying they
they got
follow
Hayes.
Asia's
They could
lead
have
and
brought in. They could have brought in Megan. They could have brought in
coach's decision.
Queen. What her name? Queen something another.
Yeah, but it's coach's decision. They only went 8 deep tonight. But you got to look at it like this, Tony. If you look at how the first quarter started, man, Asia was being passive because Clark and Gray was hitting their threes, right? So she was giving up shots that she normally takes around that mid-range to get herself going, right? She was passing the ball, but as she was passing the ball, they had no movement. Everything was around the perimeter. So when you go to say that when Becky Hammond called that timeout and lit off into him, I blame that on Becky Hammond because Plum was in foul trouble. And if you notice, every time they got a mismatch, they would throw the ball down to the mismatch.
Plum down.
Yeah, and you know, Kelsey Plum couldn't foul, and they was getting easy layups. So
And
she
why
should have
they
took
keep
Kelsey
putting
Plum out the
Clark?
game.
Why they putting Clark over Brianna? Because at this point, Stewie they put Clark to guard Stewie. That's a mismatch right there.
But they
Stewie
was getting
just-
caught up in that pick and roll. If you notice how Sabrina and Brianna was controlling that pick and roll, you know, around the perimeter, them handoffs, right? So they was trying to get the switch. So, and that's what I was saying about Sabrina. Sabrina's IQ for the game, her ball handling skills, and not to succumb under pressure, she kept the ball alive. A lot of guards would pick their dribble up and get herself in trouble. She never picked her dribble up. If she couldn't get there, she would back out. But the thing about it is she was getting to the cup. She was getting to the cup at will.
Yeah, she was. But you know what? As a fan, I want Aces to play the same way they played tonight, or they've been playing for the first game and the second game, so we can just call this a sweep.
All right, Deli Dose of Tea, what you got? I know you're under the weather, but you know, give us a little bit on it.
Yeah, it was a good game. The Aces, I felt like they played better than they did the last time.
So what kind of adjustments you think the Aces need to make to get themselves back in game 3?
I don't know. I don't think Asia was getting the ball enough. I think
But she was being passive though. Like early,
Right.
just because Clark and Gray was hitting them threes, she still was being passive though.
Right.
It was sometimes she was passing up her patented shot around that elbow. But when
do
she was
agree.
passing the ball, she wasn't cutting. She wasn't moving.
Right.
She was just giving the ball up. Normally the Aces offense, Asia got the ball, she passed, she gonna cut. She wasn't doing none of that. And early in the first quarter, late in the second half, goddamn Jacquel Jones was abusing her down there.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, it took Asia Wilson too long to get started.
What do you think about the refs? I think they were cheating me.
Watch this. The refs could have been bad on both sides, but if you go look in the fourth quarter when it was like I think about 6 minutes left, when New York had a 6-point lead, I think the turning point was on that one when Jackie Young was D'd up and the shot clock was late and she tried to do an up and under. The ref bailed her out and said she got fouled. She never got touched. Right. I thought they was going to challenge that. That sent her to the foul line, right?
Right.
So that was two easy free throws.
Right. And then what about Chelsea Gray?
Chelsea Gray, the jump ball. It should have been a jump ball.
So I seen it. I
should have been a jump ball. They called a foul, sent her to the foul line. They should have challenged that.
Right.
And that's
I agree. They were helping them at the end. Right.
Made it a game. Made it a game.
I agree. Yeah, I think that's what it was about. I think they were trying to make it, a good game.
They made it a game. They didn't want the Aces to go out like that. They made it a game. Right. But the thing about it is, what I like about what Sabrina did, Sabrina was like, okay, give me the ball. We're going to go down with me or Brianna losing this game for us if we're going to lose.
Right.
If we're going to win, I need the ball in one of our hands, right? So if you think about it, when Sabrina had the ball, good decisions with the ball. It was her and Stewie with the pick and roll. That one shot that she gave to Stewie, Stewie gave it back, and Sabrina hit that little floater off the glass. I was like, I see you, Sabrina. And then the thing about it is 90% free throw shooter on her career. She missed that one. She was hard on herself. But when she needed to knock it down, she knocked it down. Stewie knocked it down at the end. And it's ball game. But I think New York Liberty got a lot of things that they could clean up because I don't think they played their best ball and they still won. I
No.
think that, they started out, got themselves in a hole because Clark was coming out hitting the threes, but then they went on that run in late in the first quarter, early in the second by getting to the basket, which made Becky Hammond call that timeout and got in their ass. And then after that, they played consistent enough to get the win, but they do have to clean up some stuff. Jacquel Jones, foul trouble. Sometimes I thought they was trying to force the ball into Jacquel Jones, which they didn't have to because she got the mismatch, but you got to make a better pass. But Jacquel Jones surprised me, man, the way she was shooting that three ball. I'm like, I see you, Jacquel. She got a nice little touch around there. She got a nice little touch.
Right.
And then, like I said, I'm going to keep on saying this. Courtney Vandersloot, she came in and muddied the game up, man.
Right.
She muddied the game. She was all over the place.
She was good. Yeah. I agree.
Yep. She muddied it up, man. So y'all think it's over?
I mean, I would say the Ace is still in it.
See, you
The
standing
way
on
they played
business.
tonight, I would say they're still in it.
But I understand you saying the way they played, but New York got to clean some things up too. I don't think New York is going to come out and play the same type of ball they played.
No,
tonight.
they're not. They're not.
It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close in game 3, but we're gonna come out with the win. We're gonna come out with the dub. I'm calling a sweep.
I just think, man, going back to Las Vegas, man, I think that crowd's going to be ready. And, when you're going on the road and you're a ball club, you just got to block out that outside noise. You got to have tunnel vision. You can't worry about what's going on in the stands. You just got to play ball. You got to come together.
Right.
But what I sense what's going to happen, because you don't want the defending champions to get swept, right? Because y'all know the conspiracy everybody has, man. They got their hand in it. They're going to extend these series and stuff. Because the thing about it is, you got Asia Wilson. You got the MVP, right? They don't want her to go down like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, if the Ace is going to get one, it's got to be game 3. They got to. It's either win or go home, or win to go, or when they lose, they going to Cancun. Pick your choice. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, man.
If they win, if the Aces win, they go back to New York. After?
Nah, they stay in Aces.
Okay.
The last game is in New York.
Okay.
Yeah, New York got the home court advantage. So
Well, they better get their sunscreen because we gonna sweep. We gonna sweep on Friday.
So they got that travel day. They got the travel day tomorrow. They got the practice on Thursday, and they got to tip it back off on Friday. But if I'm the Aces, I would want that game to be on Thursday. I don't want that thing to set in, man. You want to get right back in there.
Right.
Yeah, you want to get right back in there.
You don't want them to have enough time to practice that.
Nah. It ain't even about the practice. You just like when you come off a loss like that, you down 0-2. You want to go back to what's your name, and you want to get it.
Right.
You want to keep going, man, because it's a bad taste in your mouth now. Right. Now you get to go home and sleep in your own beds and stuff like that. But right now, New York is playing with house money. They playing with house money because the simple fact is they had the Aces to win this series. So they playing with house money. Think about it that way.
Like I said, they better ladder up with that sunscreen.
Everybody must be
because
watching.
We got that push broom.
Yeah, everybody watching that other game.
Yeah, because I was watching it, but I had turned it off to come on.
Oh
yeah, I was going to go live after.
This one, Lynx win this one, 77-68. Only 12 minutes left in the game.
12 seconds?
12 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So it's 1-1.
But that's good because they lost the last time.
Yeah. Nah, but Connecticut, man, you gotta tip your cap to Connecticut, man. They play pesky enough defense, man, and you gotta understand something. They did what they came to do. They got one on the road. You know what I'm saying? They got one on the road.
What y'all have to say about Mabry? Because Mabry is playing too good.
That's what I'm saying. Hey,
she didn't play like that when she played for Chicago.
Want me to tell you why?
She's an ops.
Because she thought that she was a number one option.
Right.
If Mabry ain't got played like a number one option, she's going to benefit the team that she's in playing that third option. You got to understand something. Connecticut got scorers. They got other players.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Mabry, all she got to do is come in and play her role. If Mabry comes in and plays her role, it's going to benefit her. If you go back to look at Mabry when she played at Notre Dame, when she played with Arike Umbawale and them, she was never the number one option. And when you coming off the bench, that's letting you know that, hey, I got the green light coming off the bench. I'm the person that comes off the bench. I got to be the scorer. I'm the scoring option. And that's what happened. They brought her off the bench. She was with Chicago and she's starting, right? So she's thinking she's the number one option. So it's a lot of pressure being the number one option. She's never been a number one option. So now you go to the Connecticut Suns, you got people like DeWanna Bonner, Dejanay Carrington, Thomas, and you got all these other, great players, right? So now she can play freely. And that reminds me of when Kevin Durant went to Golden State. He got to play freely in space because you had other threats on the court.
Right.
Who was the threat on the court for the Chicago Sky? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a difference when you ain't got somebody that is alongside of you that is a scoring punch.
But isn't she starting now?
Nah, she coming off the bench.
Oh, I thought they said
Did she start tonight?
I thought she did. I thought I seen that on either Twitter or somewhere.
I'm not sure.
where
I'm not sure if she started tonight or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she did. I can't remember, but I thought they had.
Yeah, Mabry started tonight. She started tonight, but she had 15. She started tonight, but see, look, but she shot atrocious from the field. She shot 4-14.
Right.
Coming off the bench, she's shooting. Coming off the bench, I think she's shooting anywhere from 46 to 50% coming off the bench, and her numbers, her scoring average is up.
Bro, I mean, let me ask you a question because I'm furious with her still, right? I'm serious. I'm furious with her because now it's one thing you go and throw the game for the Sky, but then you come to the Sun and acting like you the greatest basketball player of all time.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, because she thought she was the number one option in Chicago. That was the problem. And when she wasn't the number one option, that took away from her. Now she wants out. And now she gets out and she goes to a situation where, the Connecticut or a formidable team, you know what I'm saying? Now she can play freely. Now the blame won't be on Mabry. You see what I'm saying? Because they already have a core in place and they can't blame Mabry if they lose a game. All she can do is help them win. And that's what she's been doing. She's comfortable in coming off the bench, but she did start the night, like they said. She played 38 minutes.
But I thought they said that she was upset that she wasn't starting in Chicago.
You said what now?
I thought they said that she was upset that she wasn't starting in Chicago.
She started off the season starting.
Yeah, but then they stopped. Didn't they switch her out?
I think when Kennedy Carter, got inserted into the lineup, Brooklyn said Mabry is a bench warrior. Yeah, she a bench warrior, man. She's suitable coming off the bench, man. She plays her best ball coming off the bench, man.
So she need to make up her mind. Either she gonna start or she gonna be a bench woman.
That's her problem. That's her problem, Tony. She thought she was a number one option. She ain't never been a number one option. That's her problem. That's her problem. She thought she was a number one option, but she's never been a number one option. And that's the problem that we had in Chicago. Things didn't go her way. She thought she was the number one option. Now she wants out. But hey, we got Bro Gad in here. What's up, Bro Gad? Tony been waiting for you.
Waiting for me?
Yeah, she been waiting for you, man.
I've been waiting for.
I don't think it was him, right?
She couldn't be waiting for me.
I thought it was Bro Claude. I thought.
No, I'm gonna tell you why she was waiting for you, Bro Gad, because you said that the Aces was gonna win, and I hope y'all have that same energy come tomorrow night.
Nah, I never said that. I
got to go back and watch the replay tape.
No, I never said that.
I think it was Bro Bro Claude.
Now I don't
No,
think
that
Bro
was Bro
Claude said
Claude.
that.
That's
Yeah, it
Bro
was
Claude,
Bro
not
Claude.
not Bro. God, you getting them bros mixed up.
Nah, I know my bros now. I ain't gonna get them mixed up. I know the bros. So what you got on the game, bro, Gad? Before you start speaking, this is what I want to say. Courtney Vandersloot, she gets my game ball. You there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, I said I had the Liberty in 4, and I never said the Aces were winning. I had Liberty winning tonight.
Oh, you had them winning tonight? Okay, well, I'm gonna check the replay, man.
But KSAP. I'm gonna tell you the truth, right?
Okay.
I came up here for a good time, not a long time. I'm only here to cause confusion.
Okay.
I'm only here to cause confusion.
Okay.
I was watching the Aces Liberty game, and I saw a unanimous MVP airball a layup with the game on the line.
Yeah,
That's
she
all
shot
I'm
it up
gonna
over the rim, but I mean,
That's
you ain't
all I'm
got to. You
gonna
ain't.
say.
Hey, but
That's all
listen,
I'm gonna say.
this is what I want to say. That's all you need. That's all you want to say tonight.
That's all I'm gonna say.
So what's your point?
No, I mean, like we gotta hold people accountable.
Okay, but what's your point?
We gotta hold people accountable.
Okay, I understand that, but what's your point though?
That's all I'm saying.
So that's all that needs to be
panel
said?
can take care of the rest.
That's all that needs to be said.
That's all
Now
that
this
needs to be said.
Now watch
That's
this.
all that needs to be said.
Since you said that, I'm gonna cook real quick, and this is all I'm gonna say. I said it before you came in the chat, and I think we exposed somebody, and they not here no more. I said whoever comes in this chat tonight talking about Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina Ionescu, they getting blocked.
Caitlin Clark not in the playoffs.
Caitlin Clark not even in regular season. Not even in regular season. Stop that.
We shouldn't be talking about
I know, but listen.
Caitlin Clark tonight.
But
Caitlin Clark is not.
I know, but
playing.
Bro, Gad,
she's not playing. Yes, sir.
Bro, Gad, when you talk about hold up, when you talk about we gotta hold people accountable, I'm holding people in the chat accountable because you've seen what's been in the chat all year long talking about Caitlin Clark is better than Sabrina, right? So when I made that, guess what your boy Wody Matt came in here and said?
Well,
he came in here. He did not say how well his team, the New York Liberty, played. He didn't give credit to the New York Liberty. He did not say nothing about the New York Liberty. You know what he went on to talking about? He went on defending Caitlin Clark against Sabrina Ionescu.
All right. Well, all
and
right,
somebody called him out and he dipped.
All right, KSAP, you know what? That was wrong on Woody Matt. And I'm not a Liberty fan, but I'll speak up for the Liberty, right? This is 2 games now that I've seen Sabrina Ionescu take over the game in the 4th quarter, and they had no answer.
Exactly.
None. And by that I mean the entire Aces team.
No answer.
And we got to talk about the fact that a lot of people give Sabrina Ionescu a lot of crap last year. They talked about how she choked, about how she wasn't clutch against the same Aces team. She went in the gym, she went in the off season, she trained, she worked on her skills, she got better, she came back, and now they can't laugh at her anymore because she's not airballing layups with the game on the line. I thought Sabrina Ionescu should have been 4th in MVP voting. That's my opinion. That's my personal opinion. I thought Sabrina Ionescu was the best player on the Liberty for the first half.
We lost you, Bro Gad. Well, we lost Bro Gad. Mo3, you there?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. What you got on the game, Mo3?
Man, I missed the
Hold up, Bro Gad. You breaking up. Bro Gad, you might have to come back in and drop off and come back in. Go ahead, Mo3.
Yeah, I missed the first quarter and about half of the second quarter. So I didn't really see the Aces have that fiery start. So I don't really know what went on, but from I'll say like the middle of the second quarter and to like the middle of the fourth quarter, New York just looked at like the superior team.
Yeah, because there was times where, you know, the Aces could have took the lead, you know what I'm saying? And they just kept their composure and they didn't sweat. They executed down the stretch. Like Brogad said, you know, Sabrina Ionescu, she took over the game. And I think in that sense, man, I just think, you know, when you have somebody like Sabrina and Breanna Stewart that can close games out for you when it's close like that, and you can put the ball in somebody's hands that's a 90% free throw shooter that can close the game when it comes down to the foul game. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought late in the game after Clark hit 3 to tie the game, and, you know, Sabrina came down, hit that floater off the glass, the layup off the glass, put them back up. And then, you know, I was kind of pissed off at Chelsea Gray. That was a bad pass, inbound play when they was down 2 with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, when she threw it off of yeah.
Why did she throw it at her feet? That was a bad pass. She should have never threw it because of the way that, you know, Plum was coming for the ball. Throw it in her chest, she'll get that foul called. But she threw it. It was a loose ball, so you couldn't call the foul because the ball hit the ground, didn't hit off her shoulder, and you know that they would love to have that back, but. You know, like Brogad was saying before he got, you know, we couldn't hear him. We'll get back to him. I just think Sabrina closed that game off tonight. All right, Brogad, go ahead and finish. Say what you were saying. Brogad, you there?
Yeah, okay, so yeah.
All right. Now we can hear you. Go ahead and finish because I don't know what you were saying. Your mic went mute. I don't know what happened. So you might have to start all over.
Yeah. So let me tell you, I saw a lot of people criticizing the game that Kelsey Plum had tonight, right? And Kelsey Plum played a terrible game. She played a terrible game. But, you know, people have short memories. People have short memories, and it shows you that there's no love from the fans in this basketball game. Kelsey Plum was the best player for the Aces in the first game. Kelsey Plum was the best player for the Aces in the first game.
She had 24 in the first game, right?
Yeah, she was the only player keeping the minute. She was the most aggressive. She was getting to the rim. She was making her shots. And then all of a sudden you have people say, oh, Kelsey Plum sucks. She's the reason why the Aces are 2 games down. And people are forgetting that Chelsea Gray had 4 points, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers in the first game.
Yeah.
Asia showed up both times, but Asia wasn't aggressive enough tonight. Asia looked like she was afraid of the moment, if we're being honest. Asia didn't look. Asia did not look like she wanted to take over that game.
Hey, Brograd, you know, I'm fair. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. Hold up once. Janae Battle. The link is in the chat. Hit the link, Janae. The link is in the chat. Brogad, I've been saying that before you came in the stream. I said the first quarter, because me and Tony and Deli Dose of Tea been having this discussion. I said to me, Asia Wilson came out, she looked passive, right? She was passing the ball, even though Clark and Gray was hitting them threes, right? The thing about it is Asia was giving up the ball in her sweet spot and not being aggressive. Even when she passed the ball away, she wasn't cutting to the basket. Then on the other side of the ball, Jacquel Jones was eating her for her lunch. She was dominating her. And then Asia got going late. But by that time, I think New York was playing too consistent to let that game go. So I say to myself, I agree with what you said about Asia. Tonight, something looked off about her in the first quarter. Late into the second quarter, third quarter, she picked it up. And then the fourth quarter, she tried to get her stride. But I just thought she was too passive tonight. And I thought she let Jacquel Jones do what she wanted to do down in that paint. So if we talking about, you know, calling a spade and holding people accountable, I think Asia Wilson tonight, she didn't play her best ball. The numbers might look different if you didn't watch the game. If you look at the box score and see what she ended up with, you might think that, oh, Asia Wilson had another, you know, MVP type game, right? But if you watch the game, that was the complete opposite. You know, 24-7, you know what I'm saying? 11-18, she was efficient, but she didn't take over the game the way she was supposed to take over the game.
Yeah, the box score lied.
Yeah, the box score looks different.
Cause me watching the game, I didn't even think she was playing that. I didn't when I saw the box score at the end, I was like, wow, she had all these numbers.
It was a
I
quiet
didn't
night
see
for her.
that.
Quiet night.
I
A
didn't see that.
quiet
And
night.
that layup that she missed, that was crazy.
Well, she got around the corner, man, and she just, had too much on it. Went to the other side.
Yeah, and that I don't know. And this game shouldn't even have been that close anyway. The rest was cheating for them.
Yeah, it got down to the end where they tried to make it a game. That's all.
Yeah, and Broclaw was not Broclaw, Brogad was right. That Phoebage, oh my goodness. They couldn't get in. Her defense, like they couldn't get the dribble penetration.
Yeah.
Like she was stopping that almost every single time. They couldn't get in the hole for nothing.
Shit, Courtney Vandersloot made it difficult for the guards to even try to penetrate. She was in the mix of everything. But Phoebage, man, like I said, outside of her defense, she did hit 2-3 balls. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like the New York Liberty, they're big. You know what I'm saying? New York Liberty, that's a big team, man. And they only went 8 deep tonight. Yeah. So Tony, go ahead. You and Brogad, what's going on? Y'all can go back and forth. What's going on? What you got to say to Brogad?
It's not Brogad I'm waiting on Bro Claude.
Nah, he ain't gonna be around. Just I'm
waiting for the Aces fans, and it look like they hiding tonight.
Broclaw was talking all that mess. They're gonna win. They're gonna win.
Was talking all that mess about come with the same energy. I'm here with the same energy. I'm waiting on them. Where they at?
He might not show up.
Disappointed Broclaw didn't show up.
Oh
Yeah,
man, no
I
man,
don't know what's going on, man.
They scared.
And it looked like Brogad got some technical difficulties because he keep jumping in and out, man.
Brogad, he's scared too.
I don't know what's going on. So any other things that you can see for the adjustments with the Aces daily dose of tea?
I think you had asked me earlier. I'm coughing, so that's why.
Okay, you good.
I had muted myself. I'm gonna drop down back in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, hey, appreciate I don't know what's going on with Brogad, man. Brogad, I don't know what's going on, man. You got some bad connection tonight, man.
Yeah, I don't know what's up, man. They
trying to sabotage you?
Yeah, it might be an Aces fan. I don't know.
It might be an Aces fan. Because you made that statement about Asia, they coming for you, man.
They're trying to hide me. They're trying to hide me.
Hey, listen, look.
They only here to cause confusion.
Hey, we got Lakeisha Green. Hold on, Lakeisha Green, man. Appreciate you hitting the link. What's going on, Lakeisha?
Not much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. What's going on? Talk to us.
This is my first time. Nothing much. Just was watching the game. Actually, I'm on my way home from taking my son to work. But
okay.
Yeah, I watched the games. I'm like, I don't know about the Aces, man.
So what you think? So what do you think?
What it looks like to me is the thing that stands out to me is the mismatch with Sabrina Ionescu. I just don't think they can. I don't think they can stick with her, huh?
Brogad, man, you breaking up, man. Let Lakeisha finish her statement, man, because you breaking up bad. I don't know what's up with your connection, man.
Right.
You causing confusion. Go ahead, Lakeisha. Finish your statement.
I don't think they can stick with her. I don't know if Jackie Young is. She's kind of inconsistent, right? I think she's spending a lot of energy on the defensive end. So sometimes it hurts her offensive game. And then, with Kelsey Plum, we know she's not a defensive stopper. So they kind of putting her in a bad spot because Asia got all she want with Jonquel Jones. So,
man, I'm glad you brought up Jonquel Jones, man. I was impressed at her style of play tonight. That's a big girl. That's a big girl, and she knows how to use her body. And if you look at in that first quarter, late going into halftime, she was giving Asia the business, man. She was giving her the work, right? And when you talk about Jackie Young, I didn't realize Jackie Young couldn't play defense, man. Like, she was letting Courtney Vandersloot and Sabrina just turn the corner on her anytime they wanted, man. And she was trailing the play. And I didn't think that. I thought, even though Jackie Young came out and was hitting her 3-ball, because she was on tonight, 4-8 from 3-point range. But in a sense, what happened was, defensively, if y'all look at the way New York was running their offense, they was running their offense. They was trying to do, there he is right there, bro, Claude. They was running their offense, but back and forth between, Ionescu and Brianna Stewart at the top of the key, that pick and roll. But the thing I like about Sabrina, her ball handling is elite because of the fact that when she was getting ball pressure, she wasn't turning the ball over, right? And she was able to get in her sets. She was able to get around the corner. She was able to get space to shoot them threes. The thing about Sabrina, she don't shoot no reckless threes. She only shoots the threes that she know that she has a chance to hit. And I like her movement without the ball as well.
Right. And Asia in the paint, I mean, it's another thing, K-Sap. Brianna and Jonquel Jones, if they both hitting, I don't know what else Asia can, I don't know what else she can do. She can't help the perimeter defense at all because she got all she want in the paint. I mean, I don't know.
And the crazy thing about it is, if you look at it, Brianna Stewart she didn't have a Brianna Stewart game tonight.
No. But she's always a threat.
Yeah, but she was on triple-double watch. She had 15, 8, and 7. But at the same time, I just think this was a game that Sabrina had her imprint all over, right?
Yeah, that fourth
and
quarter.
The fourth quarter, when things got a little close, she was able to, right the ship. Just give me the ball. I'm going to make a play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a play.
Right plays, though.
Exactly. Nothing was reckless. She wasn't forcing nothing. And I like that one. Jackie Young was up on her. And she turned the corner, and Brianna Stewart cut baseline right in front of Asia Wilson. Cut baseline, and she dipped to that pass. And the one Brianna Stewart had the up and under with the left hand? I was like, she threaded the needle. And I was like, man, their execution. But I just think Becky Hammon early in the game, even though Kelsey Plum said she was all right and she was in foul trouble, she should have took her out the game, man. Should have took her out the game.
Another thing, K-Sap, you know what I don't like seeing? On Jackie Young's face, it's almost like, I can't check this girl. I can't.
Well, you heard what the announcer said, that she's dealing with an injury that's undisclosed ever since the Olympics. And she said, to protect her privacy, she won't say what the injury is. But she said she's been getting training and dealing with it. So we don't know what the injury is.
Yeah, because I was going to say, earlier in the season, I didn't think Jackie Young's defense was bad. Not like what I'm seeing.
She got cooked tonight.
But I didn't see that at the beginning of the, because I watched some Aces game. I didn't see her getting cooked not like this.
Yeah. She was grabbing fevers the whole game. Raging Troy said that. Yeah, she was. Yeah. So, but that's a good point. Yeah, she's injured. We know that she's injured, but they're not disclosing the injury. So we don't know what type of injury it is, something that's dealing where she can't move laterally, or we don't know, is it a growing injury or something like that? Yeah, because if y'all heard the announcer mid-game said she talked to Jackie Young, she's been getting treatment around the clock ever since the Olympic break, right? But they haven't disclosed what type of injury it is. So hopefully it's not serious. She's out there battling through it. But you're right, Lakeisha. She did have that look on her face like, shit, I can't do nothing.
That I don't like to see that look. And I saw that look like, I don't think it's nothing else I can do, Coach. You know that look.
Yeah. Yeah. And like she was getting, it's like being out there, it's 7 o'clock and the street lights come on at 8, right? Mm-hmm. And everybody is on the court. And you got to be home before the street lights come on. So you just sitting out there looking confused because the street lights about to come on and you're going to get that call. Tyrone, it's time to get in here. And everybody else out there still playing. That's what she looked like. Like she looked like for somebody to come give her help. And nobody could help her out, man, because of the fact, like they said, she was grabbing Phoebus the whole game. And She was letting Courtney Vandersloot get around the corner on her.
Yeah, but I do agree with you on this. If they don't want to get swept, Asia is just gonna have to come out and dominate from tip. She can't.
Yeah, she got to set the tone.
She can't wait for them. She's got to just get off and then let them come after her, because I think that's the only way they stop them from sweeping them.
You know what else she got to do too? She gotta make them wide open layups and not throw it over the rim.
Oh man, y'all knocking that girl for missing one layup, man. Come on, man.
No. It's not that she missed one layup. That was a crucial point, and you're the MVP, unanimous MVP of the league. You should not be doing that. That's egregious. You basically gave the game away.
Man, y'all gotta hold up, man.
No.
Y'all causing confusion, man.
We gonna call a spade a spade. She blew it.
Can I play a song for Bro Claude?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Let me get to this super chat. Hey, shout out to Anthony Dix, one of my members, man, for the $5 super sticker.
Here comes the money.
Now, it depends on what the song is. I don't want to get copyrighted, so you might have to hold that song off, man. I don't want YouTube to be acting crazy. Broke Gas said he tired of excuse. Okay, now we're going to get a chance. Okay, Bro Claude. You know, Tony been waiting for you, man, so I'm going to let you have the floor, man.
I heard her talking all this stuff while I was in a meeting.
All right, well, go ahead and say what you got to say.
Make my whole meeting look and turn around. Okay, Sister Tony, how you doing? Now,
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm good.
You gonna tell me about the shoulda, coulda, woulda, but never tonight?
Hey, Sister Noble, can I get in? Can I get in? I'm gonna ask my sister, can I speak?
Go ahead, you got it.
Okay, so look, we already know on prior recordings, I already said that I think that the Lynx is going to maybe do it this year.
Stay off the Lynx, man. We talking about the
No, we talking about stay on course now.
I said what I think is the Lynx to beat.
Keep the main thing.
Okay,
the main thing.
So I don't have a stick in the game because the Sky is my team. So I really don't care. I mean, I'm just watching.
Why are you backtracking now?
My whole thing is I never backtrack.
Why are you backtracking now?
Hold on. She still gave. Can I please speak, my beautiful, beautiful queen? I'm
just saying. Last night you was cooking. You was like, make sure you come with that same energy. Make sure you come with that same energy, sister. Make sure you come with that same energy. Now you backtracking. Come on now, bro.
That's that New York State of mind. Y'all win something, then you let me know. But anyway, what I'm saying is that great game. From what I just seen from like I say, the first time, it was the first game. So you can't really tell what it's going to be. But the Liberty, all they got to do is get one and it's over with. So the thing is that you can't never tell from the first game exactly the temperament, because we've had situations where the Aces won the next three, right? So they've been in that position that they was before and came up with a chip. So that was my whole thing. I'm not gonna jump the horse like New York always jump the horse, and then they never in the finals, and then they never win, and then they say we had a good run. My whole thing is that Asia Wilson, she being checked right now. She being checked. She being checked for real, for real. They putting it on her. And Kelsey Plum got checked today too. So Jackie Young had a decent game. She had 17 points. Even though, you know what I mean, whatever they say it is, she in the game. If she in the game, I don't want to hear nothing about no injury. I don't want to hear nothing. Michael Jordan had a broke toe.
Yeah.
Mike had a broke toe. That's the city I come from, Sister Tony. I come from where y'all got whooped with my man had a broke toe. And my other man had migraine headaches the whole time. So y'all got stick
to WNBA, please. Stick to WNBA.
Hold on for 1 second. Let me address this. Bro Claude, appreciate the $2 super chat.
Here comes the money.
He said unanimous MVP can't blow game time layups. No excuses, man. Y'all trolling Asia tonight, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
y'all trolling Asia.
All right, go ahead.
Get on up off of that. So she the MVP. She got checked tonight, and things happening back in games. We've seen the best of it. We seen Shaq get checked. So I mean, the most powerful center of all time. So hey, man, the Liberty is on another level. They won. Good. I mean, good job, great job. What they did, they beaten the champs 2-0. I ain't got nothing else to say. That's my stick.
So you got humbled. That's what you're saying?
No, I never had the Aces to win. I don't know. Sister Tony might have took it wrong, but if you look at the chat, I never had. I got the Sky all the way. I'm like the crazy Fever fans.
Boy, here they go backtracking now.
No,
boy,
no.
I tell you, boy.
Yeah, wait, I'm in Chicago, so you know I didn't have Aces to win. I had the Lynx to win.
So who were you telling me that come with the same energy for?
No. I say if they lose, come with the same energy.
No, we're not losing, bro.
Okay. Well, y'all
we're not losing. It's gonna be a sweep.
Y'all didn't lose.
They better get.
All right. Hey, we got Sister Noble. Sister Noble, what you got?
What's up? So in other words, Asia got outplayed tonight.
Yeah, she did.
Got outplayed and overworked by Jonquel Jones.
Yeah.
Evidently, Asia cannot handle Jonquel Jones.
That's a big girl. 6'6". She's a big girl.
Exactly. She can't handle her. So who else can match up against Jonquel Jones?
They don't even put Megan in the game.
Well, you know that my girl got hurt.
Yeah, she went out. She's in concussion protocol.
Now they was up 8. Remember the scheme I told you?
Yeah.
That they come bigger. I know Sister Tony, while she playing, she was shaking.
You be with that straw man stuff, girl.
Listen.
I'm not shaking at all. I'm just
shaking.
listening to you.
They was down by 8, and then they was down by 5.
The big girl came in. She got knocked down. And next.
But soon as they big got hurt, soon as the big got hurt, Queen got hurt, it's a wrap.
Stokes wasn't doing nothing anyway, just like Jay Burns said. She
Stokes
didn't even scratch.
wasn't doing that. You acting like Stokes came in there and was doing some damage. She wasn't doing nothing. Vandersloot was their nightmare.
Yeah.
Vandersloot was their nightmare the whole night.
No. What I'm saying is, see, you guys look at scoring or whatever.
Nah, we're not looking at it like that, bro. Cause you got to understand something. When Stokes went down, she still didn't go to Megan. She didn't still go to another big. So she just rode the wave, right? So that goes to tell you something, that she didn't even trust Megan coming in the game because there was no answer for Jonquel Jones. Jonquel Jones was actually in foul trouble, but she actually played smart where she didn't. In one play, they called a foul. I think they called it on Jonquel Jones, but old girl, she raised her hand and said, nah, that's my foul. And they put the foul on her, protecting her because they know what Jonquel Jones meant because she was dogging Asia out tonight. But the simple fact of the matter is Stokes wasn't doing nothing before she got hurt anyway. I know you're talking about the big body. I know you're talking about the big body, but she should have brought Megan in.
Yeah, she should have brought Megan in. Megan, give her more firepower. Yeah. I don't understand that she could shoot from the 3, the mid-range, and under. I don't get it.
But I'm using them 5 fouls, though. Bring her in and use them 5 fouls, chop her up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was bad coach. And she over there on the sideline yelling at everybody.
Well, she had a right to, man, because they were just in the first half. It was just a driveway. You just go down there. You want to lay up. You could have got a layup tonight, bro, Claude. They were just letting them go in there. And then the thing about it is, when Kelsey Plum was in foul trouble, Kelsey Plum outshowed the coach and be like, nah, I'm okay. She should have took her out the game because when she was getting mismatched down there, she was getting up easy layups because she couldn't foul.
Bad coaching.
Exactly. Tonight.
Let me say this real quick. 2 things. Stokes is a non-factor. She got injured last year and they still won against the Liberty. So throw that Stokes stuff in the trash. And
what I was saying, 3 is that they needed a big body to be in there with.
Well, they didn't need it last year. They didn't need it last year. Candace Parker got injured. Stokes got injured. They didn't have no bigs last year, and they still won. So throw that in the trash. Now, to my main point, their coach, Becky Hammond, she's like the discount Steve Kerr for the WNBA. She just had a bunch of good players, and now that she really got a coach, her coaching skills is not up to par. She getting out coached. Like how are you gonna how do you make your Kelsey Plum tell you leave me in the game?
Yeah,
and she's a liability. Leave me in the game so that people could just run past me and score layups. That makes no sense.
Yeah, you can't tell your coach that, because in any other sport, when they get them out the game regardless, and she let Plum be like, "Nah, I'm good," but that opened up the floodgates. That got New York back in the game. And if you look at it, the way the Aces came out shooting that 3 ball, like they had something going for them, but then when Kelsey Plum got in foul trouble, look, the floodgates open, and they just started going to the basket, scoring layups. That's why in the middle of one, she called a quick timeout. And they didn't go to a TV timeout. They let people see that Becky Hammond was getting in their ass. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But then they didn't even do what she said.
They didn't respond because they came out doing the same stuff.
Same thing. So I'm like, okay, they like, yeah, yell all you want. We're gonna act like we listening to you. We ain't listening to you, because action speaks louder than word.
Yep.
If a coach tell you, yo, go stand in that corner, and then you run to the middle of the court and stand in the middle of the court in the free throw line, that means you ain't doing what the coach tell you to do. Yep. So that's not being a coach that's not effective. And I don't know. That's crazy to me.
All right. Well, we got Wody, we got Tether Baby. Tether Baby, where you at?
I'm out. I'm still out working, running around, man. And salute to everybody tonight. Hope everybody's doing well, man. It was in and out, so I know y'all probably done touched on pretty much every facet of this game. I was tapped in with your guy. I think his name Prince, but his show was Zoe.
Yeah.
The What the Zoe. Yeah, I was over there listening to him as he was doing a play-by-play with it. All right. So, and I might be slightly off, but speaking of the 4 teams that's in there right now, right? Now that we know how they're gonna set up the expansion draft, right? I was telling my boy Zoe, yo. So we know that starting 5 that we got for the Liberty that was on that court, they safe, right? We got Kayla Thornton coming off the bench. We got Kennedy Burke coming off the bench. We got Vandersloot. If it was me, I'm saving Kayla Thornton. I think Vandersloot might be on the chopping block. Might be up there for grabs for anybody for the expansion draft. You know what I mean? But I mean, as you can see, like who's our core right now, man. That's an unstoppable 5 that touches that floor. Laney, Beavich, tall, unicorn like 6'4", you know what I mean? And we technically, for all intents and purposes, we got the best center in the league in Jonquel Jones, bro. The best center in the league. No comparison. Too versatile.
No rebuttal.
There's no rebuttal there. I'd agree with you, but I just want to say this real quick. Did y'all see what he just did when he came up on the panel, y'all? Did y'all see what he just did? He started talking about the expansion draft on who they protecting with the New York Liberty.
Well, I don't know why they backtracking.
But look, hold up, guys.
Backtracking tonight.
Hold up. He ain't said nothing about his New York Liberty on how they played tonight, on how they beat the Aces. And he's a New York Liberty fan. And he wants to come in talking about the expansion draft.
They only here to cause confusion.
You see that? You see what he did? Tether Baby, come on now, man. What you got on the game tonight, man? See, that's what I'm talking about. You see what they do?
Like I said, I'm out working. Hold on, no, I'm out working. Like I said, you see, I'm out working still, picking up some of these orders too.
Okay.
I had to put myself on mute.
Okay.
But yeah. And then I caught the 4th, and I caught the second. I caught the 4th quarter, and I caught the 2nd quarter. And one thing, and was listening to Zoe talk about it. And the one thing that did stand out to me is how they had them in severe foul trouble in that 1st quarter. Right? Had them basically already in the bonus in the 1st. I don't know who caught those fouls though, because I couldn't see it myself. I heard Zoe saying it. But Maybe one of y'all could better tell me, like, who they had in foul trouble in the first quarter.
For
Yeah, I think it
which
was two
team?
people, right?
Which team?
For the Aces. The Aces was in foul trouble in the first.
I mean,
But I think it was two people was in foul trouble, right?
Jones had she had some fouls. Who else had fouls in that first quarter? Kelsey Gray had 4. I mean, she had Kelsey Plum was in foul trouble. She was in foul trouble early in the game, like 3 minutes in the game. She was in foul trouble. Jackie Young,
Gray,
she was
right?
out there. Yeah. Kelsey Gray and Chelsea Plum. But Jackie Young was out there just holding Phoebus the whole game. I didn't realize Jackie Young couldn't guard, but I'm gonna give her a benefit of doubt because everybody talking about she injured. I just got to take it for a grain of salt. But if you like Bro
maybe
Claude
she
said,
guards.
like Bro Claude said, if you're injured, you don't need to be out there.
Right. All I say is maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. She's not effective. Maybe she's not effective against people that are anywhere a little bit bigger than her. She needs to be on somebody that's more close to her height.
Well,
I mean, like
goddamn
honestly,
Vandersloot 5'8" was giving her the business.
No, she did good. she was great during the Olympics. Her defense was very good.
Well, they said she was hurt ever since the Olympics, so we got to give her the benefit of the doubt.
what I'm saying, what I'm saying to what we got here on the Liberty side, yeah, you can match up with Laney, but Laney is a tank, 6 foot, but she's a tank, right? So she kind of will just road grade you out of the way. But once you start getting to Freebich and those players that we got coming off that bench, Thornton and Burke, they're big and they're tall. You know what I mean? It's like somebody was saying, I think the other day, like the perimeter defense for the Aces is a problem. They all got slight, light, and small guards and wings. You know what I'm saying? That probably is going to be a major issue for them now and potentially going forward. Because I mean, hey, when you come across a team like this, which is not too many of them, but when you come across a team like this that's got big guards and wings, they just kind of just like push you to the side, and you see how the foul trouble mounted up. You know what I mean? For the smaller guards that couldn't handle that them fullbacks, them linebackers that we got over there, man.
Yeah. All right. So hey, we agree with you coming in here getting back on point, man. But you got to stop that, Wody, man. Stop coming in here talking about other things, man. So don't do that, man. We're gonna let you get away with it tonight, but yeah. But what you got, Sister Noble? I know you over there laughing. What you got? Where you at, Sister Noble? All right, Lakeisha. You see what they try to do, Lakeisha? You see? I heard you giggling. You see what they be trying to do?
I am gonna say this about Becky Hammond. She might can sustain Kelsey Plum letting people run by, but she can't sustain Jackie Young letting people run by her too.
Yeah, that's two of your guards, man. And like I said, Jackie Young, if offensively tonight, she was hitting that 3 ball, but man, I tell you, man, defensively, we talking about other people look like cones. Well, she looked like a straight cone tonight, man. Like I was shocked, but if Bro Claude said she was playing great defense in the Olympics, which she was, and if she injured herself during the Olympics, and now she got to get treatment all around the clock, then I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt. But if you injured and you're going out there, you're hurting your team if you can't give it all.
I can't give her a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, Sabali ain't getting no run tonight either.
Nah, she ain't getting no benefit of doubt. She only saying that because they were talking mad smack about her on the first game, that she was a non-existent in the first game. Now all of a sudden,
that's when the excuses come out.
Man, every come with them excuses, boy. I tell you, that shoulda, coulda, woulda, never.
Well, the thing is that listen to this though. You got to be fair. Jackie Young didn't come from no excuse, so we can't be doing that for her saying that she hurt. She didn't even want it to be revealed. So kudos, you got to get it on up off of her. because she didn't even want it to be revealed. So we got to be fair.
But she hurting the team though, bro, Claude. She hurting the team defensively.
She hurting
But
the team.
if she hurts, bench her and play somebody else. Simple.
Everybody, hey, yo, it's funny though. Everybody always seem to be hurt when they getting their butt kicked, though,
I
right?
know. As soon as they start losing, oh, I'm hurt.
That's what
I'm working. I'm
that's what
working
I
with
was
one
about to
leg,
say.
one leg, one
He
arm.
never said
I
that she
can't.
was
I can't
hurt.
do nothing.
And then
My
you know
back
what's
hurt.
funny?
on this one.
You know what's funny? And now that Asia Wilson had a bad game from what we saw, but the stats say otherwise. Now
Right.
everybody talking about what happened on social media earlier. See, I mean, it's what is it? They said that affected her. Come on, man. Y'all gotta
Excuses.
stop that, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's what she
no,
was
people, you know, we like to make excuses.
all over the ring.
I say even me, a lot of other people, like it's just human nature. We gonna make an excuse sometimes when stuff go left, when stuff go wrong, or some people, which I find to even be more egregious, they find fault in everything that everybody else is doing. They can't see the fault in what they doing out there on the court, which is the one that really irks my nerves when I hear that going on the court. I play and pick up with a dude. They be like, "Yo, get your man," and then they give up a three, and like, "Yeah, what about your man?" You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
yeah,
leave
but
LeBron out of this. We're talking of WNBA. Leave
check
LeBron
this
out
out.
of this.
It's real.
yeah.
Y'all gotta. It's real interesting. This to Sister Tony too. It's 24 points a bad game. She didn't get him in the legs.
Hold up. You talking about what Sabrina did?
No,
Nah, we talking about
period.
talking about what Asia Wilson did.
Playing in any game.
Oh,
But
It's
we're not talking about
24 points.
Asia. I'm not talking about Asia. We talking about Jackie Young.
No, he just brought up Asia.
No, I'm talking about Asia.
I'm not in that.
That's what I said before. The box score live.
Statistically, Asia's stats look good, but to
Okay,
watch the game, she got dominated.
She got dominated and could not stop her other side, but she did have a decent scoring game.
It was too late. She wasn't her same self though. She didn't come out aggressive.
She did have a great game, but however, in the fourth quarter and those waning moments, she needed to take over.
She didn't have a great game. She didn't have a great game. A great game means that she's stopping the ball. She couldn't really stop Jacquel Jones. She's getting rebounds. How many rebounds she had, K-Sap?
She only had 7.
Okay, so she's a double.
I'll put it to you even like this, bro, Claude. It's more so what John Quayle is doing a great job making it difficult for Asia. More so than John Quayle getting aggressive on offense. John Quayle right now is the anchor on defense that we need more than anything. Because ain't nobody else got a chance to even contest anything Asia is doing out there off that dribble pull up.
She's out of position. Listen, guys, she's out of position. She's a 4. She's playing a 5, big 5. She is a 4, 3, 2 sometimes.
Coaching got to see that though, bro, Claude. She got to bring in Megan.
Absolutely. And Becky Hammond, this is what I was talking about yesterday, my family on the panel. Becky Hammond, we could tell where her flaw is because common sense would tell you, just like K-Sap said, put the other big out there, and that's 6 fouls. That's 6 fouls that she can take in. So she got 3 bigs. She got Bell, she got Queen, she got 4 actually. She got Bell.
Bell is out. Bell is out.
Bell's injured.
Oh, Bell's injured. Okay. So Queen, Megan, and the girl that just got hurt. So she got 3 bigs. That means that she has 18 fouls that she can put on Jacquel Jones.
Where her butt down.
I think the reason they didn't put in Meg get fouled real quick.
But it doesn't matter. You gotta put her out there. You gotta use them fouls. You gotta let Asia Wilson get back to that 4 spot and let her do what she gotta do. That's how she dominates the game on that 4 spot. But that's and listen, that's when it goes back. I'm gonna have to throw this in, and I'm gonna let Metro Cap get in here. I'm gonna throw this in. That's why Asia Wilson don't like going up against goddamn Angel Reese because of the simple fact, because she wears her out. And Jacquel Jones is a big body, and she wore in on her. So if she ain't got a guard, Asia Wilson is in a similar situation right now, like Anthony Davis is with the Lakers. He don't want to play the 5. He want to play the 4.
Oh, yes.
Now, if Asia Wilson can get back playing her natural position and you bring in another big, then that's going to benefit her. But right now, she got to guard Jacquel Jones, and that big 6'6" body laying on her is wearing her down.
It's wearing her down.
And go back down the court and try to get her shot too while that big woman leaning on her the whole game.
Girl leaning on her. She giving her the business.
And if you look at that one shot she hit in the fourth quarter, that jump shot, Jacquel Jones played her honestly. And Asia just happened to just shoot the ball up, and she made it. She couldn't move her. She could not get down on that block and move Jacquel Jones and get no easy layups. The only easy layup she got was the one when I think it was old girl on the rebound. She I think she tipped the ball. I think it was Tiffany Hayes. She tipped the ball down to Asia, and Asia got that easy layup.
Yeah,
but other than that, Jacquel was making it work. She couldn't move Jacquel down on that block.
You gotta she had another easy layup too. She had another easy layup.
I'm saying
she just threw it over the rim.
Yeah. That's okay. She threw it over the rim, but she got MVP. It's all right.
Yeah,
you can do that. You can do that from time to time.
Hey, let me Metro Cap. What you got?
Last time I checked, regular season, finals MVP trumps regular season MVP.
She got 3 chips. She got two championships coming up in here. She didn't want to come here.
Let me get Metro Cap in here. Go ahead, Metro Cap. What you got?
What's
going on, K-Sap?
What's going on, man?
I assume everybody watched the game.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what Becky Hammond said? The game plan was for Asia to get a ball up early so she can go off later.
It came back to haunt them. If that was her game plan, then the coach failed them tremendously tonight.
I said that. Bad coaching. Bad coaching.
Because if that's the case, Asia Wilson, she played her role. She played the script. Because if you saw it early in the game, she was passive.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense what she said.
Yeah, if that was the game plan, because like I said, it was too many times that Asia Wilson had the ball in her comfort zone on that elbow. She never took the shot.
Right.
And if you notice, throughout the course of the year, the way Asia Wilson plays, she will pass the ball and she will cut to the basket. Tonight, she wasn't doing that. She didn't want to go down there against that monster. She couldn't get that position down there, man. She couldn't mess with that Loch Ness monster down there.
K-Sap, this is just
talk about my Caribbean friend like that. Nuh-uh.
Shit, I'm going down there moving. I'm gonna give her that act right. I'm gonna put that elbow on her. I'm gonna give her that act right.
Yeah, this just something that since you bring that up like that, player has an opportunity to take their shot or take a shot they feel comfortable with, right? But is it just too much of being a good soldier and following orders or following coach's orders, going to the script or to the script of the play instead of going out of bounds or going off script doing your own thing? Is it too much being a dutiful soldier to coach's plan? That's what's going on there.
But you the MVP.
Yeah.
You the
So
MVP, 3-time MVP, 2-time WNBA champion. You know the game is in the way and balance, man. We not going no script.
Yeah.
We getting the ball and we going at them. I've seen too many times.
So-
Y'all want to bring hold on once. Y'all want to bring LeBron into the conversation. I've seen too many times LeBron wave his coach off and say, "Nah, I got this. This is the play we running." So Asia Wilson has to have that mentality. Asia Wilson is the 3-time MVP, 2-time NBA champion. She got to go out there and get it done, man. We cannot.
maybe she
We
don't
got
know
to
how to
stop.
do
Hold up.
that, K-Sap.
We got
Maybe
no.
she
I
don't
know,
know
but
how
we
to
got
do
to.
that.
I understand, but we got to stop blaming the coach and all this.
No, listen, y'all. The girl is young. This Asia Wilson is a young girl.
I don't know. Stop that, bro, Claude. We can't. We not doing that.
Say that.
Well, I told you we'll give a pass. We'll give a pass.
Let me get it out. Don't be like, bro, damn. Let me get it out. Okay. What I was saying was she's a young girl, so that means she can still learn. Just like LeBron had to learn, because what you said, K-Sap, is true now in his later years. But in his early tenders, he was a soldier for the coach and he was a passive guy. Michael Jordan was the one who would change.
LeBron was out there running his own plays at an early age. Stop that, bro, Claude. I can't give you that, man.
Oh man, come on, man.
I can't give you that, man.
Hey, so you gonna act like you ain't see what happened on Miami when they lost? When D-Wade was on his butt the whole entire playoffs, being passive. Come on, man.
That was in Miami. That was in Miami when he went to his. But hold up, no. But his early stint in Cleveland, he was running his own plays before he went to Miami. Come on now, bro, Claude.
Because he didn't have a real coach. Brown was new.
Now he didn't have a real coach, man. Stop that.
He was two-time coach of the year. What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
He was playing with a real coach in Miami.
Man, LeBron been running plays. He's been doing his own thing, man.
What are you saying tonight?
Playing with Pat Riley. Wait, first of all, y'all ain't got no conversation because I said Michael Jordan. First of all,
what this got to do with Mike?
I said he was not. I said Bron.
Bro, Claude, you come here to cause confusion, didn't you? You just came here to cause confusion.
I got him fumbled up
just
tonight.
like the rest of the panel.
What I'm saying was, that's because I'm getting cut off. But what I'm saying is that LeBron James was not the dog that he developed into be.
How's that? What that got to do about a dog? We talk about running plays that the coach is not.
But dogs do that. K-Sap, that's what it got to do with.
LeBron was doing that in Cleveland his early days, man. Come on, bro, Claude. I didn't follow LeBron his whole career, man. I didn't watch every LeBron game.
I'm saying, did you hear what Wody said? He said, is she so much of a soldier? I agree with what Wody said. She's so much of a soldier, she don't have it in her yet. This experience, giving her enough experience the next time Becky Hammond doing some things like this in the following year, she'll be able to wear it off. And when I said that she was young, I say this is her time to continue to learn because she's a young girl and she's already a 3-time MVP. So she ain't got nothing but the ceiling, baby.
I know. I understand she got nothing but the ceiling. Hold up, Wody. Hold up, tell her, baby. I understand she's a 3-time MVP, right? But bro, Club, what you missing is she's a 2-time WNBA champion. So last year we saw the grit and grind where she was taking over games. Why come she didn't take over the game today? So don't use an excuse that she's young. We can't do that.
She got the listen. Didn't you see Becky Hammond got the dog chain over there, bro?
Nah, you can't have the dog chain and you already won 2 WNBA championships. She know what it takes.
But she just said from what we just heard on the panel that she didn't want her to start the game off that way and to be passive. She just said Becky Hammond. Therefore, she listened to her coach. You can't get on a player that's listening.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Because she's a 2-time WNBA champion. She's won championships.
And I say this too, K-Sap. There's one important factor that is not on this team that was the dog of dogs that was a part of that team last year. Not on this team this year. I just sitting there thinking about that. What's the difference from this year to last? Candace Parker was there. Huh. So maybe Candace was the one that had the free reign to go off script.
But hold up. But listen. See, when you bringing in Candace Parker, she's not walking in that door no time soon. So that goes back to what we talking about earlier about Asia Wilson wanting to play that 4 position. She can't play that 5. What was Candace Parker? Candace Parker was down on that block, right? Before she got hurt, right? So that was freeing Asia Wilson up. And it goes back to my point. If I'm looking at it, and I got to call a spade, from what I saw tonight, she didn't want that smoke from Jacquel Jones.
No, she don't. Because
that's all I'm saying. She didn't want that smoke. So, but you the 3-time MVP, a 2-time NBA champion, and we can't use an excuse for Asia Wilson. I don't care if her coach said this is what we wanted to do from the start. But if you're the 2-time WNBA champion, 3-time MVP, you know what it takes to win, right? So you got to go out there, and your team only is going to go as far as your MVP takes them. So if they think that script is going to work, Asia, you get everybody else involved, you came up short tonight. You one more game from going to Cancun, and we can talk about this in the offseason, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But at this particular time, we needed that game tonight. And I just felt Asia let them down because she came out unaggressive. And that's the knock that people have on LeBron. If he don't come out aggressive, they're not going to win. So we can't move the goalposts for
They
Asia.
better ladder up because we sweep it.
I don't think that she was not aggressive.
You looking at the stats, bro, Claude. But if you look at the game,
I watched the game. I watched the game, K-Sap. She was not. It wasn't that she was not aggressive, K-Sap. She had a big tree on her, boy. That was she was checked.
No.
But that's not the first time that she played her. That's not the first time she played Jonquel Jones.
She does bad against Sister Tony. She does
It's not the first time she played Jonquel Jones, so there's no excuse.
She's not a five.
Hold on. Just 1 second. Go ahead. What Lakeisha was saying something. Go ahead, Lakeisha.
I was gonna say to you guys' theory, what you guys are talking about. If you look at that timeout when Becky Hammond got like so upset and she was screaming and hollering at the players, the only person that didn't look like they got it was Asia Wilson, which gave me the impression that she felt Asia Wilson was doing the right thing and the rest of them was not.
There you go.
So I think she was listening to her coach. At least that's the impression I got from that time, because she was letting everybody else have it. And Asia Wilson was just standing there like,
my point.
I'm doing what you say, coach.
Now watch this, Lakeisha.
Yeah, no.
Hold up, Mo3. I'll let you get in here. Check this out, Lakeisha. Somebody says she only took 3 shots in the first half, right? 3 shots in the first half, right?
Okay.
And your coach is telling you, let everybody else get involved, right? So if you're trying to let everybody else get involved, what is that going to do to your game? When you try to pick it up, it's going to be a little too late, right? Because now you're constantly playing uphill. Even though she hit a layup to bring within 1, and then Clark hit the 3 to tie it up, but I still felt New York still had control of that game, right? So if you look at it, you get down the stretch and you're not comfortable. And this could go to, she didn't get no easy touches around the basket. Then what happens? She gets a layup around the basket, expecting Jonquel Jones to play her tough. She shoots the air ball.
Right.
You in your head now. Now you in your own way.
That was a layup miss. That was a in your head missed layup. That's not a skill layup. That's this big tree been here all this time.
Exactly. And you thought you was gonna be defended, and that's what happened.
So K-Sap, okay. If that was the instruction from Becky Hammond, right? Again, mind you, there's so much that Becky Hammond is much more knowledgeable on in the game than me and so many other players. But if I wanted to say, and pardon that siren back there, police for whatever reason. But if that's the game plan, let the others get involved. I see why you do that, because you want everybody else to feel confident when you need on them, you can lean on them, right? But why not? I don't know, unless somebody can tell me, why not then have Asia initiate the plays as like a point forward, point center? That way, then they also have the threat and the thought that, okay, you're not just going to probably attack. So then Jonquel may lay off you. So then when it's time for us to give it to you, you got more than one thing on the mind of thinking that, oh, yo, the ball is in your hand, a shot is about to go up. And then we going to pressure you, we're going to get aggressive with you. You know what I mean? I would think that should be something you can try to do.
But she wasn't aggressive. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Tim. We got Tim in here. What you got, Tim?
Hey, man, what's going on? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, man, greetings from Germany to everybody on the panel. K-Sap, man, I appreciate you dropping a link so the fans can interact with you guys. I just want to say one thing, man. Hey, man, K-Sap, I'm kind of new to your channel. I've been in your channel for like 2 months now, sub.
Okay.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Clark fan. But you keeping it honest tonight, because you getting on Bro Clark's head tonight. Because see, you making all these excuses for Asia Wilson. She's a great player, and she's an MVP. But, like you said, she could have been more aggressive. She could have been a lot more aggressive. Like you said, she was passive in the first half.
Yep.
But like you said, she knows when it's money time, you the league MVP. Unanimous.
Exactly.
Unanimous. And then, Bro Clark, you can't get away with that. She's young. She's 28 years old. She's 28 years old. Now, Bro Clark, you be getting on my man, Bro Gad, you be getting on his head about Caitlin Clark. You know what I'm saying? And she's a rookie. Asia Wilson is 28 years old, and she is the unanimous league MVP. She should have been more aggressive tonight.
Yes.
It's a game 2. This is a must-win game tonight for them. This was a must-win game. So regardless of the script that Becky Hammond was calling for, and Becky Hammond always bigs up Asia Wilson. So Asia Wilson has to go ahead to go off script. because we all know Becky Hammond would not, she would not, go against Asia Wilson going against the script. She's the franchise player. She's a unanimous MVP. So, bro, Claude, eat some of that humble pie. You know what I mean? Eat some of that humble pie.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to finish.
No, that's all I wanted to say because she's a unanimous MVP, so she could have been more aggressive, and she should have been more aggressive. This game 2, and it's a must-win game. Now they're down 0-2, so she should have been more aggressive. And I agree with K-Stap. He was 100%. Usually I don't be agreeing with K. Well, I can't say I don't agree with K-Stap most of the time, but
it's all good.
No, I'm saying like when you be getting on my man, bro, Clark, y'all be killing my man, bro, Gad. Y'all be killing him. But tonight I agree with you. Asia Wilson, she should have been much more aggressive.
Well, see, the thing about it is, Tim, this is what we do over here, man. We criticize and get on the best players that play the game, right? It ain't just about we getting on one player. We critique everybody's game, and we give a fair assessment. This is our opinion, right? So early in the year when we was doing these lives and we was talking about certain players, everybody thought that we was coons and haters and all that stuff. But if you listen to my channel all the time, we talk about all the players. We get on all the players. You see, we giving Asia Wilson the business tonight.
Like I said, man. Like, listen, I've been in your channel for like 2 months now. I'm with HD. I'm with a couple Angel Reese channels, and I'm with the Clark channels too. But like, I'm giving you your respect because you keeping it 100. You ain't giving Asia Wilson you ain't giving her no slack tonight because she's the MVP, and she didn't play like the MVP
they needed
tonight.
This game, man. The stats might say different.
Okay, Tim.
Bro Claude, hold up, bro Claude. Now look, I respect your knowledge on the game because I hear you a lot. You know what I'm saying? But you sitting up here talking about she had a good game stats wise. How many times have you jumped on my man Bro Gad's head because Caitlin Clark had a couple of good games where she had good numbers, but you was on his head like, oh, she ain't do this, she ain't do that, she ain't do this, she ain't do that. Asia Wilson didn't do what she was supposed to do. She had good numbers, and what they called the L.
Hey, guess what Tim just did?
They only here to cause confusion.
He caused the confusion now, baby.
Okay, tell me that soliloquy, what you just did, that was busted up.
Yes, sir.
Check it out.
Sir.
What I was saying was, not to be mistaken, I'm a dog's dog, and I believe in no excuses. I didn't give Jackie Young none, and I ain't gonna give Asia none. What I said was, by her being 28, she has a chance to learn from this because she's young. This is not a 34-year-old making these type of mistakes. This is a 28-year-old making these mistakes that she could do better. That's all I'm saying. Should she be doing this at this level? No, hell no. I'm right there with y'all. But the thing is that it does happen. Accidents happen. All they had accidents, right? So guess what? No.
Bro, Claude. Bro, Claude, this is a question out of curiosity.
Excuse, she got an L. I'm from Chicago, baby. She got an L, baby. I'm from Chicago. You got an L, baby. Walk with it. So all I was saying,
Claude.
In any instance, she scored 24 points, and they were needed points. The points that she did score, they were needed points that she did score, but she got checked tonight. I said that in the beginning. She got checked. Plus, she was out of position. And then if you look at the Aces game, this is what I was gonna say to you, Tim. If you look at the Aces games over this year, because I love, of course, I'm an Asia fan, y'all. Y'all already know, but I'm an Angel Reese, period. But I'm an Asia fan. I ain't gonna lie, but if you look at her games, 80 to 90%, she had another big in there with her, so she can do all the things the great Asia will, the MVP stuff that we could do. Right now, she's playing a 5. So when you're playing out of your position, you can't do the things that you've been doing all 3 years along this time. You ain't gonna be able to do that because now you're being asked to do something different. Like Magic Johnson, oh, she ain't there. She ain't Madge. She not there. Madge play all 5, whatever. And great players can play any position in theirs. But right now, she's not that type of great player that she could be in the long run. I'm just glad that she's younger. That's all I was saying.
All right. You got any feedback on that,
the
Tim?
thing I want to
Go ahead. Tim, your mic's muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was at work, man. I accidentally hit the mic button, man. It's 6 o'clock over here in Germany. You know what I'm saying? Putting in work.
There
But Brother Claude, listen, man, at the end of the day, Asia Wilson, she played a good game. She did have good numbers, but it still wasn't enough. And like for them, like I said, it was game 2. So at the end of the day, man, she was supposed to go hard. Just go against the script and give her team what they needed, because Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum didn't really have a good game. Jackie Young, she's been a little inconsistent after the All-Star break. So
she was getting cooked.
She was getting cooked. So like Asia Wilson, you gotta go hard. It's game 2.
She's supposed to have 30, 35, 40 points this game. This was the game that she's supposed to have had.
I told you, Asia had to go for 50 tonight. She had to go for 50 for them to win.
I agree with you, K-Sap. She was supposed to go hard.
She was supposed to go for 50 tonight and let the team just follow her lead. But
that's why
exactly.
Hey, bro, Claude. Me and him from the same yoke. She's supposed to have a 35 to 40 piece, a 40 piece. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say this, man, the whole team, man, like, Jackie Young, defense, that was the issue. On the defensive side of the ball, they had no answer for New York.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. That
if she don't change,
that since y'all want to blame Becky Hammond for telling her what to do.
I'm not blaming Becky for shit.
I'm not blaming no coach. It's look, when you in there in that 4 feet, I think I was probably a coach headache. That's why I got a lot of flack when when I was playing ball back in the day, and I played organized ball all the way to college. I'm just saying, when you out there in them lines, 94 feet, dog, you ain't trying to hear everything. Now, when it comes to set up a play or take a set, here and there, and change of strategy, cool. But in the floor of the game, I ain't trying to hear what no coach trying to say to me. No, sir. I'm telling you from experience, I'm not trying to. Becky Hammond might as well have took a seat if the floor of the game was going on when she dealing with a person like me. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, she's young. Once again, y'all, I thought she was going to do a 35, 40 piece, nugget. But she ain't getting no chicken nuggets tonight. She got checked. It was
saying she's young
for the whole team. Bad coaching, bad play, and she has put Asia Wilson. Becky Hammond has put Asia Wilson in the most awkward place, because Asia Wilson actually supposed to be sticking Stewie. This was supposed to be they head-to-head. You not seeing it. This is what they was pushing for all year. Asia
Here we go with the shoulda, coulda, woulda, but never.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Game
1, Stewie cooked her.
Stewie cooked her in game 1. Now you're gonna say
what you talking about?
Supposed to be on Stewie.
We in both 3. She wasn't sticking Stewie this year. She ain't played Stewie. She had John Quayle. Which one?
She had Stewie in game 1.
Jackwell in game 1.
Ran over her.
Oh my
then they
God.
put Clark on her. Then Clark
she
ran
never
over
had
her.
Stewie.
She ran over Clark. Now you're saying Asia. Asia
Jones was Asia's assignment. Y'all stop.
Come on now.
Stop
if you an MVP, hold on, bro. Because if you are MVP, right, that means you can play any position that they tell you to go. All this excuses that she not playing whatever it is. A great player plays anywhere. She got experience because she won 2 championships. So there's no excuses why she played that tonight.
Great players don't play
you
anywhere.
Can make up all the
Shaq
excuses.
couldn't play a guard
You
position,
could
and
say
he's a great player.
You could have said coulda. You could have said woulda, but they never. Right? At the end of the day, Asia Wilson is not her first game. It's not her first round coming into playoffs. It's not her first time playing for the championship. She has won 2 times. She is a 3-time MVP. Please do not sit down here and tell me that because she didn't play in her position. Well, that's why. All greats, you can't play any position wherever they want to.
That is not true.
That's not true.
That's not true. That's not true, Tony. Let me say this.
Not true.
Nah, that's not true. Hold on.
You're killing yourself, Sister Tony. Hold on, K-Sap. Let me get her.
Nah, she's already done. She already done. Everybody, let Lakeisha get in there. Go ahead, Lakeisha. Go ahead.
You're killing yourself, Sister Tony. You wrong.
Go ahead, Keisha.
Yeah, that's not true. I mean, Steph Curry is a great player, and he can't play center.
Hey, I will say this. I'm
That's
gonna go back. Hold up.
Nah,
Let me go back. Let me go back to Bro Claude.
I'm with Tony on that one. You know why? Because last year they played the same, almost the same exact New York Liberty team, and she didn't have no big. She was the big. All the Las Vegas Aces bigs got injured, and she played them and dominated them. So why didn't she do that today? And
because that 6'6" Loch Ness monster down in the paint. She didn't want to smoke. Now
last
look,
year she did the same.
I will say this
thing with no bigs.
I will say this.
She
Bro
was
Claude,
the big. She played the 5 last year for the championship and smoked New York. She dominated them.
Okay.
Same exact team.
Okay.
Minus Phoebus. So you're telling me Phoebus is the difference maker that now makes her pedestrian?
It's not the same team. It's not the same team.
I will say this.
Who else did they add other than Phoebus?
I said the Aces is not the same.
We're not talking about the Aces team. We're talking about Angel Wilson versus.
But that matters if the team.
Let me finish, bro. We're talking about Angel Wilson versus all of the New York Liberty. She dominated by herself. She dominated the entirety of New York Liberty last year.
I don't know what game.
So what is the difference now when she's supposedly the consensus is she's way better now than she was last year?
Nah, that's a discrepancy because we just said Candace Parker was there last year.
Injured. She was injured.
We just said Candace Parker was there last year.
Oh my God! So you just told me
was not Derrick and Hamby there till last year too?
No, the year before.
No,
the year before.
Okay.
Candace Parker was injured,
and she had Hamby the other year. Before
Candace
that,
Parker wasn't in the
she
finals.
was the 5.
She wasn't in the semifinals because she got hurt.
Yeah. She set up.
Her
and Chelsea Gray.
That's no excuse.
Her and Gray.
Exactly.
No. What I'm saying is, Mo 3. What I'm trying to tell you, you just told me one player against a super team. You just really? I'm just want you to think for a second. You just told me Asia Wilson should take this team.
Yes. You know why? Because she did it last year.
Oh
the
man,
same exact team.
No,
she did it last year.
She did not play this team by herself. It's a team of 5, bro. What are you watching?
Did you not listen to what everybody else said? How many people were injured last year for the Aces?
No, what
all
I'm
the bigs were injured. All the bigs were injured.
Did Chelsea Gray played last year?
Injured.
I asked you, did she play last year?
No, she was injured when they played New York for the finals. In the finals,
you said
Chelsea Gray was injured.
Okay, let's talk about finals. You be moving the post. I don't know where you going, Mo Creek.
What do you mean post? It's the same team.
You saying that? Wait, from what you just saying, the breaking down from the people that's listening, what I'm hearing in my ears, nobody else was on the court with Asia Wilson.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Nobody was on the court. No, it was not for
I'm not talking about what the other players are doing. I'm talking about what Asia Wilson was doing against the entirety of the New York Liberty.
What I'm saying,
forget about what everybody else was doing. We're not talking about what they were doing. We're talking about what Asia was doing and what she didn't do tonight. What she did then and what she didn't do tonight. What's the difference?
She's supposed to get it out there. You saying the same thing over now. You saying it over. So let me get it out. You saying it, you repeating yourself. I said that was Asia Wilson on the court last year with 4 other players.
Yes.
Okay. So those 4 other players, you're sitting here telling me on this panel and the people that's listening to our show, because I want to make sure the KSAP panel is looking good. You telling me that Asia Wilson scored all of the points the whole finals last year?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say that.
The way you were saying it, you was making it was Asia Wilson against the Liberty last year. No, she had other players that she jailed with, that she was on the court with, that she can be able to do.
Claude, you with the semantics, bro. You with the semantics.
But I ain't gonna be able to get it out.
No, man, you with the semantics.
Because y'all missing the whole point. All
Keep
Mo
the
3
main
said.
thing, the main thing.
All Mo 3 said. What happened to her tonight? That's the only thing that he's basically saying.
I just said
and y'all getting off in the last year's stuff. And then Bro Claude, you talking about she young. She been in the league 6 years. She done won 2 WNBA championships. She done won 3 MVPs. 6 years in the WNBA is not young. She's 28 years old. She's not young. She's one of the elder statesmen in the damn fucking WNBA. So that young excuse that you using, I can't go with that, Bro Claude. You my man, but I can't go with that, bruh.
She young, baby.
Nah, stop that, man.
They only here to cause confusion.
So
the
hold
only
on,
reason why I brought up the last year thing was because Bro Claude brought up the fact that, she's playing out of position. And what I'm saying is last year, she also, the same thing happened, but even worse. Because at least this year she had some help.
She was not the only big last
Tia
year.
Stokes was
Bro
gone.
Claude,
Period. She didn't even play in game. She was out of there.
What I'm saying, Mo 3, was she was not the only big. She was not even the tallest. Listen, she was not even the tallest player that was on the court last year for the playoffs on her team. She's not.
Listen, we're not talking about the
see,
playoffs. We're talking about them playing the Liberty.
Bro Claude, can I ask a question?
Last year, when they played the Liberty last year in the playoffs, she was the 5. She had to play the 5. They didn't have a 5.
No, I watched the game. She went back and forth to her position.
She went back and forth.
Who played center then? Who was playing center?
I don't know this lady's name. You can pull it up on YouTube.
I got it. Hold on. I got it. Don't worry
Bro
about
Claude, it's since she's so young, right? Because you claiming that she's young, so she don't have the experience. She don't have the experience then.
Yeah.
Right?
I ain't going with the young.
They only here to cause confusion.
I'm just asking a question. He says she young, so she young. She don't have the experience. Even though she's been in 2 championships and she's a 3-time MVP, right?
How much more experience she need, man?
I don't know. I'm asking Bro Claude because I need
Mike was
him to
29.
give
And I
me
just
clarity
wanted-
on that.
Mike was 29.
And I just wanted to ask Bro Claude, KSAP, all of y'all gentlemen.
Michael Jordan was 29 when he
We're
first
not talking about Michael Jordan.
Leave Mike out
We
there.
talking about
last year,
WNBA.
Jonquel Jones played in the finals, so they had bigs available for the
That's what I'm saying.
That's all Mo
I just
3 was
wanted to
saying.
ask a quick question though concerning all of this though, right?
No pressure for her.
Concerning development. Concerning development and concerning players that are in their prime. 20 said they say 27 to like 35, depending on the sport, is basically a player's prime. So concerning development, like it got a chance to get better, right? When it comes to I guess what y'all consider being aggressive, knowing when to take charge of a game, I guess that would fall under like IQ or, you know what I mean, a mentality, so to speak, like, you know, your IQ, your mentality, so on and so forth. Is it, in y'all opinion, possible to develop IQ, train yourself to up your IQ, up your aggression, like, you know, change your mentality, turn from a chihuahua to a pit bull, or you just are what you are?
Man, if you ain't got IQ in basketball or any sports, you just ain't got it.
No, she just
Yeah.
listen,
You just ain't got it.
Yeah.
Hey, Sap, I'm on you
Hey.
tonight. You just
No, you're not.
You
Nah,
just-
because
I
you
will
using.
say she played more than 4.
You
though,
talking
in
about a
in
dog that bite?
these
She
games
missed a
last
couple.
year.
Hey, she missed a couple of wounds on the leg.
I'm
and now
not
she
talking. I'm
back.
not talking about the layup she missed. I'm talking about she didn't come out
okay.
aggressive. This is my point with Asia tonight.
Okay.
She would, like I said last night on the stream, In order for the Aces to win, Asia got to drop 35 to 50. She did not come out with that mentality. She didn't come out with that mindset. She tried to let the team do it, and when it was time for her to pick up, she couldn't pick it up, and she couldn't get the victory. She took an L. Now she's one loss away from going to Cancun, and she's going to be a guest on the podcast. She will come up on the panel,
That's right.
and y'all asked her the question.
Hey,
Y'all asked her the
K-Sap.
question. What's up?
Hey, K-Sap.
Bro, Claude said she young. She
Hold
young,
on,
so she
hold
don't
on.
have the experience.
Hold on, Tim. Go ahead, Tim.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say thank you for dropping the link for allowing the fans to come on and interact with you guys, man. I say greetings to everyone on the panel from Germany. I enjoyed this conversation, and bro, Claude, man. Hey, listen, man. I respect you, man. I see you. I know you be talking basketball, man. But tonight you gotta take that L. And you know what? As the moniker is, you only here to cause confusion. Now take the L.
Confusion.
Take the L, and we'll see you next time.
All right, I appreciate you, Tim. Salute from Germany, man.
All right, man. All right, man. You guys be blessed.
All right, same to you.
K-Sap, what I'm saying is this. You got to understand, a plant grows. A tree grows.
I don't need to hear all that, bro, Claude. I really don't.
You got time to grow.
Yo.
I don't need to hear all that.
K-Sap is absolutely
Listen,
right
she's
on
not
this
a
one.
complete. She's not the complete package, yeah, and she already the MVP. She's not the complete package. She's not the complete package.
Asia
So
Wilson
she
is
needs more
not adding.
experience, bro, Claude.
Asia Wilson is not adding no much more to her game, man. She's been in the WNBA for 6 years. She know what it takes. She's a 3-time MVP. She's a 2-time WNBA champion. What else are you expecting from her? She did not take the game over the way she was supposed to. She didn't
I think
take the
she
game
can
over.
add more tools to the toolbox. But that's why I go back to that mentality thing.
And she ain't got no experience. So
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
look, this is what I'm going
That's
to
why I
say.
asked her that question about the mentality thing. Like, does your mentality change? Is it possible to get through a mentality change, or do you show us sometime that, hey, you know what, I'm not losing this game, and you go into Mamba mode? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So that's why I
basically,
asked, is it possible for her to have a mentality shift?
she got that Mamba mode. The night she just wasn't in it. She got the mentality. She got the dog in her.
She has that.
She has the dog in her. But tonight she failed her team. She didn't get no help from her guards because they played atrocious. But this is Asia Wilson's team. Asia Wilson got an imprint all over this team. They're going to go as far as Asia Wilson take them. If Asia Wilson comes out and be aggressive, that team is going to follow suit, right? So if Asia Wilson wants to come out and be passive and play around the perimeter, you see what happens. They took all the shots from the perimeter, and then when the percentages kicked in, they couldn't throw a fucking rock in the ocean. And that's the bottom line. So when the game came down into weigh and balance, you got Sabrina Ionescu on the other side, you got Brianna Stewart, you got Courtney Vandersloot out there giving them the work, giving them the business, blocking shots. Jackie Young coming down on a fast break, was so worried about where Vandersloot was. She did a double pump on a fast break, and Vandersloot was nowhere in the play, and she made a hustle and got the block. So now you got somebody that's constantly in your ass 94 feet. Now it's making it difficult. So now we get down to where Asia Wilson had the ball and she could have had the game time layup. And what happened? She was in her own head because she thought that Loch Ness monster was going to throw that body on her. And she was worried about where Jacquel Jones was, and she botched up the layup. And that's all we talking about. If she would have came out, because she got dog in her, and if she would have came out and started her aggression early, the Aces would have won the game. And I talked about it. 35 to 50 points, the Aces win the game.
I don't think that they would have won K-Sap with the guards that they did. I don't think
tonight
so.
Because Asia Wilson tried to give it to the guards. And what happened? When your best player ain't got it going, yeah, the stats may look different if you didn't watch the game, but she did not affect the game the way she was supposed to affect the game.
I think
she did not put no pressure.
Those guards going.
Exactly, but that's the problem. She tried to get them going. It took her out of her game. She did not take the challenge to Jacquel Jones. Jacquel Jones was down there comfortable, and that's why she was eating her lunch. And it was just barbecue chicken. Just bottom line. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, look.
And it's not the first time she's went up against Jonquel Jones.
Exactly.
It's just that she got the best of her tonight.
Exactly. And that's all we saying, bro, Claude. I mean, she got that dog in her. That's what I wanted to see tonight. That's why I talked about it yesterday. She got to go 35 to 50 in order for the Aces to get that win in New York. But she came up short.
Now I will say, K-Sap,
what's up,
to
Lakeisha?
go 35 to 50, I mean, your team got to help out a little bit more.
No, but I'm just saying, but if she would have, okay, she had 24 on a night that we didn't think she was aggressive. Right?
True.
And you know, she could have got 9. She could have got 9 to 10 more points if she was aggressive. She took 3 to 4 shots in the first half. She was efficient though, 11 of 18.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
So if she would have took at least 7 to 8 shots in the first half, then we talking about a different A'ja Wilson.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's why I agreed with you, because her shooting percentage was the best. And if you take away that botched layup at the end, that's 11 for 17. That's excellent.
And you know what's crazy?
If your shot is falling, why not take it?
Exactly. You know what's crazy?
A lot of times, just like you said, she got the ball in the spot and she passed up the shot.
And you know what's crazy to me?
Jackie Young, so Jackie Young could throw a brick in and like I don't understand that.
You know what's crazy to me? Y'all treating A'ja Wilson like she a rookie.
No, she was trying to get Jackie.
All I know is
Hold on once. Let me address this comment right here. Double R said, "How did Jones get the best of A'ja if she had 14 and A'ja had 24? Be for real." See, that's what I'm saying. You box score watching, Double R. Double R, hit the link. That's hit the link. Let's hit the link, Double R. Because that could be misconstrued. See, they box score watching.
I said when I came in here, the box score lied. Because when I was watching the game, when I saw the box score at the end, I was like, "What? That must be something totally different." Because that's not what I saw.
No, the box score.
But did y'all hear what A'ja Wilson said? A'ja Wilson said it wasn't one of her best games. So you take it from the horse's mouth. So then what?
No, I said that, K-Sap. I said that the box score didn't lie. She did not have any garbage buckets because they was not getting blown out. So every point that she did hit, it did count.
It just made the game look good. That's all.
Right. Well,
sometimes TNT just for the drama. That's all.
No, they had a chance to win with 2 minutes left. They had a chance, but that, like I said,
yes,
it was too much liberty for that ass.
Yeah,
it was just too much liberty for that ass, and that was just it.
Game 5, so y'all got a chance to regroup. But look, we're gonna go to final thoughts, man. It's midnight, and I know y'all got to sleep. I know y'all got to work in the morning, but we're gonna go to final thoughts. We're gonna start with Tony.
Always doing this to us.
Yeah, we got to go to Tony, and I appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Tony. What's your final thoughts?
My final thought is New York gonna sweep on Friday. Lather up, everybody.
She said lather up. Wow.
Lather up.
Hey, she causing confusion, y'all.
I'm not causing no confusion because I'm listening to Bro Clark talking about A'ja Wilson, young and inexperienced. So
I never said she was inexperienced. I never said that. I said,
well, if you said she young,
I said she has.
So if you tell me somebody young, that means they ain't got the experience.
She still has a chance to grow.
What do you mean? You said she young, so she ain't got the experience. Even though she got 2 championships,
she has a chance to do more.
She got 2 championships under her belt, three MVPs under her belt.
But she's
still young and she ain't got the experience.
5 championships. Like LeBron had a chance to do it, but he didn't do it.
You see, you keep going back to NBA. Every time
the Aces run is over.
You keep
the Aces
going back
run
to
is over, man.
Tina Thompson won 4. Cheryl Swoops won 4.
Hey, the Aces run is over. The Aces run is over.
Let me tell you something.
We
winning. It's gonna be a sweep. Ace is not getting that, not going to no 3-peat. I'm telling you that right now. There would not be a 3-peat.
But they won 2. It's all right.
That's okay.
That's all they stuck with. They ain't
that's
getting
all
no
they
more.
stuck with.
They ain't getting no more. That run is over. All right, Mo3, what's your final thoughts, man?
Listen, I'm gonna stick by this, man. The box score straight up lied. It lied because when I saw the box score afterwards, I was shocked. I was like, "Whoa, I can't believe it." It's like you ever watch a game, and at the end of the game, somebody had like 30 points. You like, "Yo, when the hell did this guy get 30 points?" I didn't see that. Like, I saw A'ja Wilson just out there looking lackluster, just passing up shots, not engaged on defense, letting people just run by her. As Ionescu came down the lane, right? Instead of cutting her off, and like she just put her hand up and stood there. She didn't even try to jump or anything. Like it was just a bad game. Like for not really bad, but it was just like she was just that's like in the motions.
Got you. Hey, what's your final thoughts, Lakeisha?
I would say I think Asia was most definitely gonna bounce back. I don't know if it's gonna stop the sweep because she can go off like we want her to go off. But if those guards don't come along with her, New York is too talented not to have the rest of her team come with her.
Yeah.
So
she got to set the tone.
At least if she go off, we won't be blaming.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. And Lakeisha, man, I appreciate you coming up on the panel. Go ahead, Tether baby. What's your final thoughts?
Well, I'll say that if they get swept, if the Aces manage to get swept, which is I give them the respect that they may pull a game out. I have been saying this thing go 4-1, but if they manage to get swept, all right, and there's no type of shake back, no type of strong showing going into next season, where they make up for this mishap, Asia gonna pull a LeBron and go start up her own little super team. Taking her talents to South Beach.
Okay.
I see it. I'm hot take. I'm calling it right now.
Right.
There's gonna be a super team getting made, and Asia Wilson's going.
All right. Well, hey, we gotta accept that. Sister Noble, what's your final thoughts? Hey, where's Sister Noble at? Metro Cap, what's your final thoughts?
I just want to ask one thing. Do we consider Asia to be a rhythm player?
Nah, I can't say she a rhythm player, man. I've seen Asia Wilson do too much, man. I just thought tonight she just wasn't aggressive enough. That's all. I'm not knocking her for her whole season. I'm looking at one game tonight where I just thought she would have to bring this home for the Las Vegas Aces. And she failed to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that she just wasn't aggressive enough. I'm not knocking Asia Wilson. I just thought Asia had to take the game over. And you only go as far as your MVP and your leader takes you. You know, she got everybody coming to the game in gray sweatpants and white tees. They following suit with that. So if she's put the claim out there like that, why come she didn't, even though Becky Hammond had a different game plan, sometimes you got to go again. Sometimes you the star player. Nah, coach, we can't do it that way. I got to be aggressive. I got to set the tone. I just felt that she didn't set the tone.
K-Sap, can I piggyback off of that right quick? Because I just got back in.
Go ahead.
All right. The problem with the Aces started before this season even began. All right. And it started with Becky Hammond and all of this focus on, Asia got a 4th place vote last year in the MVP race. And that stopped her from winning MVP. And now she needs to be unanimous MVP. And what we saw was the greatest individual season of a player and one of the most mediocre seasons by a team. Becky Hammond had the best player in the world on her roster, and she turned her into a ball stopper because her ego would not allow her to turn the Aces into a team. It had to be about, you snubbed Asia Wilson. It was never about the 3P. It was never about the 3P. It was never about Jackie Young developing and being a superstar from last year and building on last year's foundation. It was never about integrating a team offense and making everyone a playmaker. It was about, Asia Wilson has not been given her credit, so we're going to turn Asia Wilson into a ball stopper. She's going to get her stats. She's going to get her points. and the team is going to flounder. And now the problem is, and it's not Asia's fault. I'm not blaming Asia because Asia is still the best player in the world. The problem is that you are misusing the best player in the world. You are turning the best player in the world into a ball stopper because you're so worried about what other people outside your organization think. You got all the entire team showing up in Asia jerseys after she won unanimous MVP. For what? For what? What point are you trying to prove? It's about winning a championship. We come up on this panel all the time and we criticize players who don't win championships and only win individual awards. And the entire Aces season has been about winning individual awards, to the point where Becky Hammond's entire last press conference before this was about how, Asia didn't win Defensive Player of the Year. And that's an absolute travesty. Ahead of a series, they're complaining about not winning Defensive Player of the Year before a playoff series. They're not focused, bro. They're not focused. That's all I had to say.
So basically,
I don't agree. I think the league has gotten better, but everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But
the league,
the Liberty is better.
Bro, you gotta watch Bro Gab too, because
tonight is about confusion, and I love it.
He only about
we all cause confusion tonight. Y'all didn't expect me to say the things I was gonna say.
Listen.
So I mean, it is what it is. Hold on, once, bro, Claude. I'm gonna let you get your final thoughts, but I got to get to Sister Noble because we came to you, but you wasn't available. Double R says, so laugh out loud, uplift the black woman. Asia deserves her praise. See, this is your first time being here, Double R. I see, right? We've been giving Asia her praise all season long. We praise the black people over here. So don't come in here with that narrative. Don't try to, go with your own agenda. I think this is your first time. I could be wrong. This is the first time I've seen you chatting with us. So please don't come in here doing that. We not knocking Asia. And please don't do that. Double R, we love you. We don't even know you, but we love you. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you chatting.
We do.
But nah, we not doing none of that.
We respect our black women.
KSAP, you realize that they're calling me a hater, and they said that the blame is on Becky Hammond. Yeah. They think that I'm hating on Asia, They don't realize that I'm blaming Becky Hammond for what she's done to the Aces.
You said that.
But they think that I'm hating on Asia. You see how you can't even give fair criticism before people call you a hater?
Well, a lot of people don't listen, though.
We gotta block that noise out. We're gonna block that noise out, bro.
I don't think you're a hater, bro, Greg, but I don't think she's a ball stopper either, because she
I'm not saying
the ball.
Sorry, Double R. I apologize.
No, I'm saying that's what Becky Hammond has turned her into. That's what Becky Hammond has turned the team into.
Sorry, Double R, if I misspoke to you, if you was talking to somebody in the chat. But yeah, go ahead and hit the link. Hit the link, Double R. I'll give you a chance to come up here. We ain't gonna bite. We just want to hear your perspective. I'm sorry if I misquoted you and you was talking to Brooklyn 80s baby. I apologize. So charge my head, not my heart. All right, go ahead, Sister Noble. What's your final thoughts?
I think Jonquel Jones got in Asia Wilson's head. That's what I think.
Okay.
I think I think she's been living rent free in Asia Wilson's head. No, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest about that. And this is not me hating on Asia Wilson. I think she's a phenomenal player. She deserves MVP. She deserves every bit of that. But I think Jonquel Jones is in Asia Wilson's head. That's just my opinion.
Okay. I mean, it's fair. I mean, everybody has their opinion. I mean, your opinion can't be wrong because that's your opinion, right? And that's the thing where we got to understand. Oh, you don't want to hit the link?
I think the Aces will win Game 3.
Man, you've been wrong. You've been wrong this whole entire.
I know.
At least you're standing on it.
I'm hoping I'm right on this one. I hope I'm right about this game. Okay.
Lakeisha, stop laughing. Stop that.
I don't want them to be swept. I really don't.
Yeah, me neither. I don't either, Sister.
Man, y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. But hey, let me get your final thoughts, bro, Claude.
Man, y'all was causing confusion today. My words, Sister Tony was trolling me, talking about I said somebody was underqualified. I ain't
He said underqualified.
Yeah, I'm like, man, what? Man, I was getting trolled a little bit, but
Let me tell you why that happened, bro, Claude. Because we had somebody new up on the panel. Lakeisha came in here causing confusion, man. She started it off, man.
Right.
So, we just had to ride the wave, man.
So I want to say this Simply Ball Dropping podcast, the #1 podcast, you know what I'm saying, right now in anybody's internet in the airways right now. This the
hold on, bro, Claude. Read the screen and then you can keep going.
Yeah, I need some more Bro Claude poetics. Dropping some bars. Big dog. That's right. I already know. Ghost, you know what I was trying to say. But anyway, listen, when they feel you, they feel you. When they don't, okay, whatever.
Bars.
Forget about it. You know what I'm saying? But this Simply Ball Dropping podcast with my main man, K-Sap. I appreciate everybody that came on the panel. This is where we get it done. Everybody that's here, everybody that's here. We ain't get Brooklyn, but everybody here, we really do appreciate, and I know my man K-Sap really do appreciate y'all, and I support my brother. You know, this is a place of comfortability. I'm a Sky fan, so I ain't really got no sock, you know what I mean, no sock or the shoe in the game. I'm just here to, you know what I mean, to cause a little confusion with them, and we gonna keep it going on.
Hey, appreciate that. Well, check this out. I want y'all to check out Brooklyn in the chat. Y'all see what Brooklyn doing, right? Brooklyn, I see what you're doing, man. I see exact. Nah, he ain't trolling. I see what he doing. He know what I'm talking about. I see what Brooklyn doing. You gotta keep your eye on Brooklyn. I see what Brooklyn doing, man. You gotta know Brooklyn. Y'all most three, you see what he doing?
Let me see what he doing.
y'all probably missing the whole thing. But it's all good. I'm yeah, there you go, bro, Gad. You see what Brooklyn doing. Exactly. Yeah, Brooklyn, that's why you're laughing. I'm warning you, Brooklyn. I see what you be doing, Brooklyn, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I pay attention to a lot of stuff, man. I just look this way. I look at things, man, and sometimes you gotta, when people talk and they speak, you gotta listen. There's something in it. It's a message in it. You know what I'm saying? It's a message in everything that somebody says or writes, man. But you got to find that underlying message. In Brooklyn, I see what you're doing, man. But, hey, I appreciate you, Lakeisha, for gracing the presence of the Simply Ball Dropping podcast, Metro Cap. Did I get your final thoughts, Metro Cap?
Yeah, I went.
Okay. I appreciate you coming up like always. Mo3, the sniper, I appreciate you. Tony.
Mo3.
In here causing confusion. Sister Noble, I hope you got this one right so you can come back and be happy Friday and be the first one up on the panel.
She be wrong again. She gonna be wrong again.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. James Wilson said Brooklyn causing confusion playing both sides. Brooklyn talking about he taking. Okay, Brooklyn, if you taking it, we got to respect that, man. Don't want to cause no confusion.
They only here to cause confusion.
But Lakeisha, I appreciate you coming up, man. It was good.
Thank you for having me.
Good
Aces
show.
on life support. Yeah, the Aces on life support. Yeah, they are, man. But hopefully I'm wrong too.
Hey, stop.
Yeah.
Hey, stop.
What's up?
I just got one last thing to say, right?
What's that?
Oh God, come on, bro.
No. I got one last thing to say. You know how after a certain team, right, would lose, and then a certain fan base, they would come and they'd be like, they were ready to be like, man, it was Kelsey Mitchell's fault.
Yeah.
Man, it was Nalissa Smith's fault.
They blaming Becky Hammond.
But the star player fault, right? I can tell you, after the game tonight, there were certain fans ready to say, man, it was Kelsey Plum's fault. It wasn't anybody else's fault. It was Kelsey Plum's fault. I'm not gonna let them do it, bro.
Can't let them do it,
I'm not
man.
gonna let them do it, bro. You win as a team, you lose as a team.
Right.
You heard me say that before, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You heard me say that before. You win as a team,
right.
You lose as a team.
Yeah. I mean, hey, we can't, you know what I'm saying? We got, we can't move the goalposts, guys.
Daily dose.
We can't move the goalposts, man. Hey, y'all, prayers up for Daily Dose, man. She's a little under the weather. Hopefully she can get that under wraps, man. Hope you get well soon. She's one of our panelists. You know what I'm saying? She was up here for a hot minute today, but the coughs took over, so she fell back and stayed in the chat. I appreciate you staying with us. Hopefully you get better and get well soon. I hope you sound a little better Friday, because Friday, I hope y'all come back Friday, because I just hope Sister Noble gets a chance to really speak, because Sister Noble ain't very boisterous. She can only say certain things, and then she got to fall back, because
because I don't want to be talking about something I don't know nothing about. You know what I mean? If I don't emphatically know something, I don't want to speak on it.
Okay.
Sometimes I can give an opinion. I can see certain things during the game, but I don't know these people like that.
I remember you, Sister Noble, said you here to learn. I remember.
Yeah, I need to learn. Yeah, see, I don't know the players.
Watch this, Sister Noble. Is it because you're too young? You don't have the experience?
They only here to cause confusion.
Is that what that is, man?
You know what? Yeah, I'm middle aged, believe it or not. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, I just really started watching the WNBA.
Yeah,
like a full season.
Yeah,
you understand? So I'm still learning a lot of these players. I don't know. See that I don't know their histories. A lot of them, I don't know the stat lines. I don't know what they did in college. A lot of them, I just don't know. I know certain things, but I don't want to speak on something I really don't know.
Well,
so that's why I reserve my thoughts about these players and their stat lines and this and that and the third. But I do give opinions.
Yeah. Your opinion's not wrong, because it's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to shout out Lakeisha, man, because Lakeisha be in the chat faithfully and heavily, holding it down. I see everybody in the chat. #salute. But Lakeisha, you surprised me.
Man, K-Sap, sometimes that chat be going crazy.
That's what I'm saying. And see, people don't understand that, Lakeisha. I would love to address everybody's comments, but I'm only one man. I'm like Tank. I'm only one man, right? So when that chat get to scrolling, I'm missing a lot of stuff. People be like, hey, you didn't read my last chat. Man, that chat then went by. I can't go all the way back up to find your chat. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told people, it's important, if you want to support the channel, $1 super chat or stuff. That stuff populates on my screen in colors. So I can't miss that. You see what I'm saying? So, but when I say, Lakeisha, you impressed me, because I see you in the chat. I see you talking. And see, that's what me and Brooklyn always be talking about. A lot of people give their opinions in the chat. I would love for y'all to hit the link, man, because some of the some of the chat can be misconstrued. You know what I'm saying? Until you get somebody's voice to back up what they're saying. So
I think some of them be nervous to come up on the.
There's no reason to be nervous. No reason to be nervous.
Yeah,
it's just basic conversation.
Don't want you to change. Some of them don't want you to change their opinions because they just stuck in that opinion. And so even though you might be giving a solid argument, they don't want you to be sitting up there giving a good solid argument and then make them rethink what they already thought. So they like, no, I don't even want to talk.
Nah, you just stand on business. Like Brooklyn said, man, I know it's a lot of guys that come up on the panel. That's why I want the ladies up on the panel, give a dynamic and a good perspective, because I'm just being honestly, I'm saying this as humble as I can say it. I don't look at too many YouTube channels that have, when they do have a panel, that have females on their panel.
It's 3 up here.
You see what I'm saying? The other night we had 4. I look at some of these other shows where, the host is just going to control the whole show and going to talk. The people in the chat, they don't acknowledge them and they move on and they just talking about herself. There's a lot of chats that, outside of me and Showtime and, IMZO Media is starting to do it now on his new channel, but I don't see too many other channels where, and then Man Down Sports as well. They do it. They have a panel, and Man Down Sports has Sports with T. She's a faithful on the panel. I've been on the Sideline Speaks show with Brittany Jones. Y'all go follow them. Sideline Speaks. It's her, Kevin Walker, and Jason, I forgot his last name, but they have a show, but you don't see too many panels that have women come up here talking sports. And that's what I like about, my channel, because I actually have new women come up on my panel. Like Tony hit the link. She's a member of the squad. She hit the link. She's been up on the panel. Then we got Lakeisha fall through the night, which I said, you caught me off guard because to hear you speak, I'm like, okay, she's in tune with basketball. She knows her stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Sister Noble that's always on the panel. Like I said, she's learning, but she gives her opinion. Then we got Daily Dose of Tea. She be on there. Then we got my sister L. She be on here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We've had, other women that Wonder Cove. I don't know where she went at. She didn't fell off the face of the earth since the fever loss. She's gone. I don't know where she's at, but
she hurt. She recovering. She coming back.
Yeah, I think she's hurt. So she ain't been back up on here. But I see a lot of people that's coming up on the panel. I see a lot of women in my chat as well. And that's why Brooklyn and myself encourage y'all just to hit the link, man. This is just basketball conversation, man. We're not here to intimidate y'all, to lean on y'all and to run y'all off. FYF Sports Debate said the lady woman on our show said 2 to 3 was an inbounds pass play. What do you mean by that, Lamont? She said the lady woman on our show said 2 to 3 was an inbound pass play. What are you pertaining to, Lamont? You got to break that down for me. I think I'm kind of lost on that. Oh, 2-3 zone. Oh, okay. Guess I love how you let people come up in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Okay, 2 to 3 zone. Okay. So yeah, like I said, man, I opened up the panel for women to come up on the chat, but it is what it is, man. And like I said, Friday night, man, I guess we got to come back with a bang. You know what I'm saying? We'll take a couple nights off. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all get y'all's thoughts together. Oh, the last woman on your show. Okay. Yeah. Hey, hold up, Lamont. Let me ask you a question. This is off topic, but Lamont, your show now, you have somebody else that you must partner with that's running your show, because I don't see you personally live having the debates no more. What's going on with that? Because Lamont of FYF Sports has a debate show. They be debating, you know what I'm saying? And they go round by round. I'll be on Friday if you guys. Yeah, I'll be here, Bernadine. Yeah, I'm here. So is anybody else got anything to say before we get up out of here?
Good night. Love everybody.
Double R said I might be on the next game. Yeah, Double R, don't go nowhere, man, because I'd love to hear your perspective, man. But I appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody's support. Hold up.
Yeah, good night.
Hold on just 1 second. Oh, y'all can go. I'm talking to somebody. We have multiple smaller content creators who bring their own shows to FY for the better. Okay, got you, Lamont. That's what I was wondering. I was like, man, I don't see you too much no more, giving your breakdowns and talking. But the NBA is about to start back up, so I know you'll be back on there giving them debates. But yeah, hey, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man, and that's going to wrap up another episode of the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. I'm your host and the man behind the mic, K-Sap. We're going to catch you on the next one. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to the Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share on all major platforms.
That's all, folks.